Can I be honest though?
Be honest
Like,
there. Yeah, be honest, of course.
Yeah.
I hate the honing system.
I
Oh,
hate
no.
berserkers. I hate berserkers.
Oh,
I
no.
hate arcanas. I hate every class.
And they were asking me questions and I couldn't read what they were saying. I'm like, oh shit, oh shit. And then right when I pulled up my phone to the thing to translate, it just said foreigner, 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 and then they vote to end and I got kicked out.
I'm playing a cartoon on your screen. How are you taking me serious?
This podcast is sponsored by Samsung for their brand new Odyssey Ark. The massive 55-inch screen features a mini LED curved display at 4K resolution. Despite its massive size, the Odyssey Ark provides full control with its pivot functionality for an optimal screen environment depending on your personal needs. Now, if this groundbreaking panel wasn't enough, the Odyssey Ark features 4 corner speakers and 2 central woofers using Dolby Atmos, providing a listening experience that is practically unmatched in the gaming market. The multi-view feature allows users to play up to 4 screens all at once on a 55-inch wide screen. So whether you're looking to step up your productivity or gaming needs, the Odyssey Ark has you covered. Now, I actually had the opportunity of sitting in front of this screen in person, and the pictures in the video do not do it justice. The colors are extremely rich. The fact that it's a mini LED panel for me is perhaps the biggest selling point, but you have to see it in person or at least get your hands on one. It's truly a cinematic viewing experience for a gaming screen. I'm extremely honored to be working alongside Samsung for this insane project. They're honestly one of the coolest sponsors I've had the opportunity of working with. If you're a gaming enthusiast or someone that's looking to step up your productivity or just want a better cinematic viewing experience, the Odyssey Ark might just be for you. And if this does sound interesting to you and you are looking for a deal on this screen, right now you can pre-order the all-new 55-inch rotating Odyssey Ark and get $200 in instant Samsung credit. So check the links in the description, and a big thank you to Samsung for sponsoring this podcast. Hello, welcome back to another podcast.
Hello.
Yuha.
I'm joined here by some very special guests that you may have not seen before, at least on my YouTube channel, but you've definitely seen them if you've been on Twitch. I'm joined by BobaJenny, Uoony, and Elly. And today we have a lot of topics to discuss. We have the new Akkan Raid that's going to be coming up. We have Clown Raid probably at the end of this month, depending on when you're watching this. And also Scouter release and lots of other topics to discuss as usual. But since I have some new guests here today, I wanted to use this as an excellent opportunity to get to chat with them a little bit more, get to know them, and also introduce you guys to them as well. So we'll kind of go starting with BobaJenny to Elly, then Uoony. Just a little bit about yourself, who you are, where they can find you, and yeah, all that good stuff.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Jenny, and I started streaming 2 years ago. I streamed a lot of MapleStory, and essentially I kind of left MapleStory for Lost Ark. I think Lost Ark community has come a long way. Everyone's really nice. Like, all streamers are super nice and super chill. You guys can find me at twitch.tv/BobaJenny as well as Twitter, Instagram, and where else? Twitter and Instagram.
That's good. Your Twitch thing is on the screen too, so yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Elly, what about you?
Hello. I'm Elly. Also nervous. Nice to meet all of you guys. Nice to meet you. So I started streaming about 3 years ago on Black Desert Online, and it kind of just started off as a hobby of helping my friends learn the Black Desert Online. And then, I've heard of Lost Ark way before I started playing Black Desert, actually. Around the time, very early on, before it released in Korea. So I'm like, dude, I can't wait to get my hands on this. Unfortunately, I couldn't get my hands on it for Korea release or Russia release, so I waited till the Western release. And that's I don't know what else to say.
That's good. Well, you'll get more opportunities to talk about other stuff for sure. That's good.
Yeah.
Uoony, what about you?
Hi, I'm people shy. Hi guys, I'm Uoony. I started stream I only had my 3rd year anniversary last week, I think. Yeah.
Congratulations.
And thank you very much. And he sent his grats on my dashboard as well. Thank you very much. I started playing Monster Hunter World first.
Oh, really?
It's
Okay.
similar. Yeah, it's quite similar game to the Lost Ark. Actually, they actually admitted they got some like gun lizard thingy from Monster Hunter as well. Like, yeah,
Oh
they
yeah, a
are
lot of
very
the names
similar.
are similar. Yeah.
Yeah, they a little copied. It's not just the name, but it's the whole weapon. They copied from the Monster Hunter, and they admitted it. And then yeah. Anyways, the games were quite similar, and then the Lost Ark had a very nice community at that time when I started playing. It's been like a year and 2 months. Yeah. Back then, Lost Ark had really nice and warm community at that time, but it became a little toxic right now in KR.
Okay.
Everything goes to invent, kind of thing. But like, yeah, it was not like this. But after the Maple refugees came in, flooded into Lost Ark. Anyways, nice to meet you. I only have like YouTube channel. It's active, but like I don't have any SNS account. I only stream on Twitch and YouTube channel. So yeah, thank you very much, and it's very nice seeing you.
Okay. I know it's always awkward sharing a little bit about yourself or whatever, but I felt like I should because I haven't. You guys haven't been on my YouTube channel before, and also people. One time in the comments, someone was
Yeah.
like, "You should let your guests introduce themselves." So I am trying to improve as a host, and I just want to give you guys a chance to share a little about yourself. But I know it's always a little uncomfortable. But I do want to ask you guys because I know all of the guests here, obviously. BobaJenny I haven't chatted with the most, but more recently, Elly I've talked to a good bit before, and then I actually met Uoony when I was in Korea, and we've raided together as well in the past. So I know them a good bit, and I am kind of curious. I know we'll start with you, Jenny. You played MapleStory, and MapleStory was one of my first MMORPGs. I still love the music in MapleStory, and I don't know. Has definitely a soft spot in my heart. But I know some people don't like it now. But I'm curious, what has that transition been like for you? How much did you actually play MapleStory? I know you started streaming it, but can you give me some more info on that?
Honestly, I literally streamed MapleStory for like 90% of the streams. Before Lost Ark, 90% was MapleStory. And one thing I'll say about MapleStory players, I didn't get to like super high level. I think I was like 245 or 255. I think it was quite high, but one thing I'll say is that MapleStory players are very loyal. They love the game. It's kind of one of those games where you love it or you hate it. Some of them I know they've migrated to Lost Ark, but I know a lot of them still play both. Like they would do the weekly bosses in MapleStory, and then they'd come back to Lost Ark.
Got it. And then
Yeah.
how about you, Ellie? I know BDO, you talked about that, but how did you get into playing BDO? And then what was the main reason you decided to play Lost Ark over playing BDO? Oh, and then, yeah, because Hone always wants me to ask you when you're gonna play BDO again.
Yeah. Black Desert Online, I started playing about 6 years ago, but it wasn't too serious at the beginning, so I casually played it. And I got into that because I was looking for a new MMO. I was playing Final Fantasy 14 at that moment, and I was like, dude, I can't do this like 6 months and then, this theme park MMO style, like World of Warcraft, where they reset everybody after 6 months, a new patch comes out. I'm like, I don't like that. I'm
Oh,
tired of doing it for Final Fantasy. Like, why do I have to like struggle to clear these raids to then be reset and put at the same level with everybody else? I didn't like that. It felt like all my progress, it was too casual for me. So I went to Black Desert. Black Desert is probably the most hardcore game out there, where the
Oh.
moment you start your gear, it never resets. You
Oh.
continuously pile on gear, and it fueled my addiction. Like it gave me everything I needed, and I started playing that game. And then Lost Ark was a game that I already had my eyes on before release in Korea because I saw it on like E3 and like magazines. And I was like, dude, I can't wait for this game to come out, but you need certain requirements to play it in the Korea version. So that didn't work.
Yeah.
So then yeah, my friends all downloaded the Russian version with the patch and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that either. I'm just gonna wait. So here we are.
Wow.
Couldn't wait for it. I bought every single pre-release package that they offered.
Wait, did you really buy them all?
I really did.
Damn,
And
you
if I
got-
could, if I
Wow.
could have bought them like twice over, I probably would too. I really love the game.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Okay, that was a good one. And then Uoony, I know you started. I know you said you started playing. You started playing a lot more recently. I remember we were talking about this, and you started really getting into Lost Ark. What was the reason? What like really pulled you into playing Lost Ark as much as you have been? Because I know you grind a shitload of it. So what was the?
Obviously,
what's the
recently,
reason for that?
obviously it's Akkan, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, I don't think it's only recent. I've been playing Lost Ark like crazy ever since I started playing Lost Ark. Like, it's been over a year. Like, before that, before I actually had like 11 characters before the Aramis comes out, yeah. And
Yeah.
then I played like 11 characters for the whole day. Like, I did every dailies on 11 characters and every
Wow.
weeklies on every characters. Like, it was kind of crazy. But then, you cannot live like that.
Yeah.
You cannot
You definitely
you cannot
grind.
live like that.
She grinds
Yeah,
a lot. A lot.
it's crazy. You cannot do like 11 characters a day. So yeah, I started quitting, except for the main characters, the main 3 characters I play. Yeah, but it's really hard.
So
Mhm.
I don't mean to cut you off. I was just curious. So how? I mean, obviously you live in Korea, but what? And I guess you touched on it a little bit, Ellie, saying that you didn't like all of your progress being reset, which is kind of, I guess, a theme of more Korean MMOs. But did you guys ever play World of Warcraft like a lot, or was it like? But Jenny, like you said, you started with MapleStory. Did you play any other MMOs a lot before that?
No, that's the crazy part. So I've never
You just
like
started with MapleStory, the most grindy game in the world.
I mean like when I first played MapleStory, I was probably in grade 6. So like 10, 11. So it's kind of like one of those
Yeah.
games where you go back, you play, you quit, but you go back eventually. So when I did like say Valtan for the first time, that was like my very first raid because I've never played WoW. So it was really
Wow.
fun.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
cool. Am I the only person that played? You said FF Ellie, and did I miss it? Did you play WoW at all?
No, I played World of Warcraft for like 10 to 30 minutes, and that's it.
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
The art style for World of Warcraft is just not my thing. It really is just the art style, and
True.
unfortunately, I didn't give it enough of a chance.
That's
No.
all right. I was just curious because I started with MapleStory. I moved to a school, and the only people that would talk to me was my friend at the time. His name was Jamie, and they were all Korean, and they all played MapleStory, and then I just played MapleStory to fit in, and so that's how I got into playing MapleStory. That was my first MMO.
Do
Okay,
you like it though?
MapleStory.
Yeah.
Did I like it? Oh, MapleStory. The music in MapleStory I think is the best out of any game, and the
Yeah, true,
nostalgia
true,
was
true,
so
Really
good.
good. Yeah.
True. Yeah, it's really good.
I remember I would stay up and farm a pan lid. Like I would, whatever. This is like old school MapleStory, like Maple Weapons, and I had such a great time playing MapleStory. It's like one of my favorite, most nostalgic games for sure. Okay, so then what has kept you guys playing? I mean, I guess Uoony kind of touched on it, but for more Jenny and Ellie, what's kept you guys playing Lost Ark? I mean, what? We'll start with you, Ellie. Why do you say you love the game so much? What is it about the game
Well,
that you love so much?
what initially caught my interest was all the trailers of like this isometric top-down view, like buildings falling over in the background and the explosions. It looked really great, dude. The presentation, Lost Ark. I haven't seen a presentation in a game like that in
True.
like a long time. So the presentation to me was amazing, and then the combat looked great. I'm a little slow. It looked a little slow before I
true.
initially got into it. I'm like, it looks really slow. But after playing it, it feels good. And what keeps me playing Lost Ark right now is it still feels like a brand new game to me. I still am I just recently got like my 6th Vykas character to 1460 hard mode, and I'm like, and it's still like I still have so much to do. Like there's no dull moment for me yet. I haven't reached burnout. I haven't reached where my goals yet. So it still feels very new. Like it just released yesterday.
Got
Yeah.
it. Okay. Jenny, I can see myself picking my nose or something in your. I don't know.
No, I messed something up. It's okay.
Okay,
Ignore
okay.
that. Ignore that.
It's okay. It just clipped at me scratching my nose. I swear it was just itchy, but it's not. Okay. And so, what about you, Jenny? The question was, what's kept you playing the game? Like, why do you continue to play it? Like, it could be a variety of reasons too. It could be because your community likes it, you like the stream community, or what is it about the game? What's kept you playing with it, playing Lost Ark for as long as you have? Because it's been about what now, 7 months, or has it been over?
Yeah.
When did Lost Ark come out? Almost.
February 8th.
Yeah,
So,
almost 7
yeah.
months. Yeah.
Honestly, because it's really pretty. Because, okay, Lost Ark has been a game that I had my eyes on since 2019. So it didn't come to NA for a very, very long time. So when it finally came out, I was ready. You know, I wasn't gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna try the game out and stuff like that. I was ready to play the game long term. And I honestly feel like any MMO, if you don't set a goal for what you want, it'll always be boring to you, no matter how good the game is. For example, MapleStory, it's like people say, oh, it's so boring, but like, say you don't have a goal to upgrade your arcane gear, then you're gonna think it's boring. And for Lost Ark, some of my friends, like, they stopped playing, but they recently started again. They thought it was boring because it was too grindy for them. So I feel like I guess I'm kind of into grindy games in a way, but I just enjoy it even more because you're not kind of stuck in the same map, killing the same
Yeah.
monsters to level
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
You're doing dungeons, there's weeklies, there's incentives. And I personally think that they come out with events and new classes on a pretty good schedule. Personally, that's what I think.
I have a couple questions about that later. Okay. Got it. What about I mean, we'll start with you, Uoony. What is something you don't like about Lost Ark? If you could change one thing, what is something you dislike about the game? Because you guys were talking about what you do like about the game. So what's something that you don't like about the game? We'll start with you, Uoony.
Can I be honest though?
Be honest. There. Yeah. Be honest. Of course.
Yeah.
I hate the honing system. I really hate the honing system. And the cube, yeah, and the cube.
Oh, the cube.
Okay, but let me
cube,
ask you
yeah, the
this.
cube.
If I asked you this before you were honing for a con, would that be your least favorite thing, or is it because you've been honing for a con?
Yeah, but like, yeah, it's gonna be the same because.
Oh, okay.
But I know, it's I don't know. I know it has to be like that, but we could have.
No, I fucking hate honing. I mean, I don't think anyone. It's a good
Yeah,
answer.
I fucking hate honing.
Yeah, it's a good
True,
answer.
true. But like, yeah, we could have some other system. Like, we have to have some grinding, but like, I don't know. Does it have to be like this? It was kind of questionable. It could be in a different way. So I mean, like, honing your gear and you grow up in the game is a totally different thing. I'm like 1600 kind of something, but like, I'm like nowhere near playing good or something. It's different. It's different. And then if you are going to go, grow, and if you become like high level, you have to be good at games, right? It's I think it's a little different. So yeah.
Oh, so you're saying the eye level doesn't equal?
Yeah,
It doesn't
it's not-
correlate
it's
to
not.
how. Okay, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, that's
So
actually
I
a good
think
point.
we could
though.
have kind of system that it can be good, or I don't know how to change, but it's up to them to think. It's not my job to think about it. But
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you not like the honing because you think the percentage is too low, or like
It's not about the percentage. I don't think it doesn't have any meaning on it. it's just a gamble. It's just a gamble.
So you're saying that
Ah.
you think that you should get rewarded for like what you actually accomplish in the game? Is that your-
Yeah,
versus
true,
just
true,
RNG?
true. Yeah. There
But I
must be
guess
something that you cannot get
I
from,
mean,
you know, yeah. Mhm.
but there's a pity though, right?
True. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. But you know, I actually very lucky. I only 2-tapped for my plus 25 weapon. It's like it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, I get what you're trying to say. I understand. It makes sense to me.
And I really want to change what is it? The stone cutting system. That right is bullshit. That doesn't make sense. The stone cutting. Stone faceting is it's not really. Oh.
And
Even our
Fions for
director-
stones.
Yeah, true. And then even our director was questioning about the rates. Anyways, yeah.
Got it.
I got
No,
yeah,
they're
many
good.
things that I hate about Lost Ark.
Those are good. What about you, Ellie? What are things that you hate about Lost Ark?
Whew.
Things
Where
that
do
you
I
would change. You
begin?
don't have to say hate. Change. Would prefer to be different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fions and how they are implemented in the game. Like, I feel. I'll give you one example. Ability stones.
Oh,
I don't think
yeah.
there should be a Fion cost for that because they become bound anyways when you purchase them. So it's kind of ridiculous that they cost Fions. I don't get it. It's not like you could trade them again or anything. So that's one thing that'll probably change right away. And another thing is, I guess they would add. I don't know if that was the question, but I'm gonna try to bear with me.
You're
Maybe
good.
something
Do,
to
say whatever you
additional-
want. Yeah.
additional content for one character. So some people don't like
Ah.
playing a lot of characters and like it's so much like a task.
True.
Maybe additional content for a main character. Yeah.
True.
Be nice.
Yeah.
But, like,
to get more out
me-
of your 1600 character, right? Like just more.
I
out of one
agree. I
character.
like that. Yeah, I
Mhm,
agree a lot. 'Cause sometimes I want to play my main character more, and then I'm just kind of sitting around. I 100% agree. Yeah.
Yeah. True.
What about you, Jenny?
I would say the same thing about Fions because it's
Nobody likes. I mean, I think it's a terrible. But
No,
everybody always
it's
says
kind
that.
of like if it's gear, like if you're buying accessories off of the auction house, sure, you can have Fions because once you spend them, you know exactly what you're paying for. But with an ability stone that you can't trade, you don't even know how many stones you're gonna cut. And are you just gonna keep buying Fions? It's just too much of a gamble. If you don't need to pay Fions for gems, why do we need to pay Fions for stones?
Yeah, that's true. Actually,
Right?
yeah.
It doesn't
we don't
make
even
sense.
need to have to pay for peons for gems.
Yeah.
It's-
Oh,
Yeah.
I feel very strongly about the next thing I'm gonna say. Why do we have to do Guardians twice?
Yeah.
if you
that's
go
that's the
into-
thing.
If you go into Cube and you can select 3 tickets to get that out of the way 3 times from one run, why can't we do the same with Guardians where you can choose to run it times 2 and you can get the rewards?
I'm just curious. What do you prefer, Guardians or Chaos Dungeons? If you had to pick, which ones are worse?
Guardians.
For me, it's
Chaos
chaos.
Dude,
Dun-
I
Dun-
fucking
Chaos is
hate. I
like-
fucking hate Chaos Dungeons with a goddamn passion.
yeah,
dude.
me too.
If I could do times 3 on those,
Really?
dude, because it's just there's I don't get to play my like I'm not actually playing my class. Like at least in the garden I can like try to MVP or do
Yeah, yeah,
damage
it's like
or do something.
Oh,
Chaos
that
is
makes
just so
sense.
mindless, right? Like I'm just but a lot of people hate. A lot of people dislike Guardians and like Chaos Dungeons. So
I mean, if I could pick, I would say for both Chaos and Guardian that we could just times 2 it. A little check mark thing,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
That'd be nice.
yeah,
The kind of this kind of topic actually was brought up in the Lost On
I remember.
last year. Yeah, but then people bought it for just keeping it like this way. I don't understand.
Oh, you guys voted?
Yeah, the people they had like 100 people on the screen,
Those are fake
I think it was
polls.
winter. Yeah, lower on winter.
Fake.
It's fake news.
Fake polls? Really?
I
think
don't
so.
know.
Yeah.
Who the
but,
fuck
like,
would vote for that? I don't
but
know.
people,
Yeah.
Korean people actually they like Guardians in Chaos. They defended the situation because they wanted to have some kind of a daily chores. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like if they
I think if you,
I
I
don't
think
know.
to Ellie's point though. By the way, Ellie, I like your new hair, your new
You like it?
ensemble.
Oh.
Yeah, you
It
look
was
great.
It was bothering me.
look
No, it
great.
looks good. So I was gonna say to Ellie's point, she was saying that she would like to have more things to do on one character. So maybe if you're taking away some of that. So what do you think about Chaos Dungeons and Guardian Raids, Ellie? Do you like doing them? Are they enjoyable for you? Because I know that's like kind of like the vibe to your stream. If I go to your stream, you're just kind of chatting a lot, and you're like doing these other activities. How do you feel about Guardian Raids and Chaos Dungeons?
Chaos Dungeons, I feel like I used to like them a lot, but recently it's just become a super chore. So, and yeah, it just feels like, I don't know, like uneventful. It just, I'm kind of tired of the Chaos Dungeons. The Guardians, though, I love Guardians. And the thing that I do with my community is I always do all my Guardians with everybody in chat. Like it's always just chat and me. And they bust me, I bust them. And so I really like the Guardians because I get to play with people from the community. I love that. I love that a lot.
Yeah.
I wouldn't really change. Maybe add more Guardians because I don't know, maybe the options, right? That would be cool. Like maybe like at 1460 you had like 3 different versions of turtles or something that you can choose from. Maybe to make it a little bit more.
I
of a
feel like they
variety.
could make Chaos Dungeons way more fucking fun, dude. Like, why are they like? I get they're such, but like, why can't you just? I swear, dude, they should juice you up, like give you crazy powers and like more mob spawning really fast and like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think it has
Yeah.
to be more map variety. Like it's just
More
a zone.
special portals.
Yeah, just some
Yeah.
Like yeah.
That would be good.
But the
like a
spawning-
truly
spawning
infinite
speed.
chaos dungeon. The moment you
Yeah.
enter, there's no and sometimes you spawn like 2 keys randomly appear during you killing your monsters. like
Yeah.
Dynasty
Oh
Warriors.
wow,
Yeah,
that'd be
that's
great.
a good idea. Yeah, that would be that they could incorporate because it's like PoE has a whole game based on maps. Like that's literally what the game is. So I don't know why they don't take advantage of the fact that you already have it as a chore. Make it more fun.
Yeah.
Someone says no thanks, so maybe they don't like the idea. Okay, well shit. All right, so that just want to get some, for me, the things that I dislike about Lost Ark. I guess things that I like about the game. I like how many classes there are, and I like how the classes feel. That's my favorite part about the game. And then the thing that I don't like about the game is I don't like the downtime. I like knowing that there's something like I hate the downtime we're in on NA. Now it's getting better because we're getting towards something, but it's hard for me to stay motivated when there's not a lot of something to work towards. Does that make
Things are
sense?
happening.
Yeah, because I'm down to grind Chaos Dungeons and Garden Raids when I know I'm saving mats for something coming up shortly. But if there's nothing in the immediate future, I don't have like as much excitement to do my like dailies, if that makes sense.
So, would you rather the classes come out more frequently then?
I have a topic coming
Is that
up.
what you mean?
This is a great question.
Oh.
No, this is good though. I want to save it because it's a whole thing. It's a good question though. But to answer your question, yes. So I want to ask you guys, what has been your experience streaming Lost Ark so far? Like, since you've been over here, I know you guys said the community is really nice, but I actually went into your stream. Or no, I was watching you raid BobaJenny, and you were talking about like, oh wow, your hair looks nice when you let it down, Ellie. Look at that. I was
Ooh.
I was in your stream or something like that, and you said that you said something, you were doing Vykas, and you're like, you literally said, at least I have the, I think someone was like giving you some shit, or I don't know what you were saying, but you said, at least I have the balls to do it. Like I don't claim I'm the best player, but at least I have the balls to be up here and stream doing the raid.
Okay.
But
okay.
so you get some of that, I'm sure you get some of that in your chat,
Let them know.
Oh,
right? But then you probably also get some whatever, like great people in your chat as well. So what's your overall honest experience with the game? I'm really curious to hear from everybody here. We'll start with you, Jenny. What's your honest experience streaming Lost Ark?
streaming Lost Ark, all streamers are mega nice. Okay, you guys are all very, very nice. Community was super, like S tier community. But then as time went on, I guess like the people that were more casual, they kind of just weeded out, which is pretty normal for a game. But recently, I've been noticing that some people are just getting more toxic. There's a lot of backseat gamers. You know, people, if I'm cutting a stone and I'm talking to chat, they're just like, cut the stone already. And I'm like, it's my stream though. Why are you backseating my stream? I can cut it whenever I want. So that's the one thing. And people are slowly to get a little bit more toxic because I do raid with mods and zeals. And, you know, sometimes viewers join and then they grief me and I die, or I make some stupid mistake and then I die. So then people come into my chat and then they try to backseat me and they just start to be like, there's one thing is making fun, but you can't say something mean and say, oh yeah, I'm just joking. Or some people are really serious. You're just like, oh, like, why do you play? Like, you're playing Reflux Sword. That's like a noob class. And I'm just like, you know what? I am having fun my own way. I'm not just some person typing in chat, literally saying shit about other people's stream. Like, I have the balls to come up here. You guys can say whatever the hell you want.
You fucking tell them.
You say whatever you want, but like, it's kind of weird when people try to hop in here and like they don't even come into your chat much. They're not even subbed, and they just feel like you are obligated to do exactly what they want, how they want.
They're not even followed, dude. And then if you if you got them on camera though, then they'd be like right? They talk all this shit, but then if you put them actually on there, yeah, dude, it's true. You tell them.
But you know, most of the time, everyone's really nice though.
Yeah.
But there's just a couple of, you know, randoms.
Yeah, no, I get you. I do agree with you. It's a little bit more min-maxy recently. I've definitely felt that. But you know what it is? I've thought about it a little bit, and we'll go to.
What is it?
I think because, you know, with content, when we're in these like lulls where you're waiting for content, you're going to have the more enthusiast players following and playing actively, right? But then when you have like larger content releases, then you're going to have more casual players for a new class release, a new raid. People will come back. So you'll get a larger pool of players. But during the downtime, you're going to get more of those enthusiasts. So maybe that's why you're noticing it more recently. I felt the same thing a little bit just from what I've read and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What about you, Ellie? What's been your experience streaming Lost Ark and coming from BDO and stuff like that? I'm just curious, what's been your overall experience? I know you said you like the community, love the game, but just maybe elaborate on that.
Streaming Black Desert Online is a different beast. The main focus in Black Desert Online is player versus player. It's PvP. So, like, I mean, that's the end game. You build your gear up, and, like, what you have when you've done all that is to PvP. So, it brings out the most toxic of toxic. Like, if you're a streamer streaming Black Desert Online, you've gotten stream sniped at the very least one time. So, it happens.
Yeah.
There's people, and then they are, like, they won't let you play. And then the toxicity seeps into your chat, and there's so much drama, dude. Even with the streamers, there's drama. Like, this person slept with this person, and this person is doing. Like, the community is a very, very bad.
Is that actually true, dude? Because I was like, fuck, I want to try video at one point. I've never tried it.
No, but don't let.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, no, it's just that people were saying the community is really toxic over there.
The community is very daring, and they are very toxic. And yeah, I mean, but overall, the game is brilliant. I will never turn anybody away from playing that game. Despite what you must hear from these 10-minute Andes who played the game for 10 minutes and they're like, oh my god, it's dog shit. They don't understand the game at all. But the game is really good. So coming from that community to Lost Ark is like night and day. Like, every streamer is eager to say hi to you here, and they're so nice, they're so accommodating. It's been like that since the very beginning. Before the release, I started streaming Lost Ark, you know, like watching out VODs in the Lost Ark section, and that's how I met you, right? You were like,
you remember how you met me?
yeah,
remember
you were sucking homeless man's dick for graphic cards. Yeah.
What?
It's not true. Okay, it was just a clip. I
mean-
just said like a fucking. I just said a joke that I was like, oh, you know, I got this 3090. I sucked a homeless man's cock. Something like along the, I don't know why I said that. But then you watch the clip, and then someone linked me a video of you watching it, and you're like, why would a homeless man have a 3090?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but see, and then we engaged conversation through that, and then other streamers too, that just been so nice as far as like the chatters. I guess I'm really lucky to have like a very nice community. So I can't say that I've received too much negativity on that side. Most of the negativity comes from, why don't you have a face camera? Which is, I think I would run into that any category that I go to. I don't think that's exclusive to Lost Ark. Why don't you have a camera? Why is this cringy a VTubing avatar here? I do get some of the backseaters, and I'll be the first one to tell you, I hate backseat gamers. So I pop off every time one of them comes to my stream. I literally tell them to type down the reasons why this is better than this and this and this, and then I end up roasting them at the end of the day. So yeah, I like it. It's part of my content as well. I hate backseat gamers, but they give me a good, minute of content.
Do you roast them?
It is annoying.
You roast them?
Oh, I roast the fuck out of them. Sorry for my language.
No, it's fine. Yeah, sometimes I feel bad. Like I'm a guilty conscious person, so I'll tell someone to suck my fucking balls or some shit, and I'll ban them, and then I feel like I'll like end stream afterwards, and I'll walk downstairs. I'm like, damn, maybe I was too mean to that guy.
Oh no!
But then I'll read the unban request, and he's like, "Fuck you, pussy!" Like I'll still be talking shit. He's still talking shit to me. The unban request. I'm like, "No, fuck you too." Like, yeah, fuck you. He's still talking shit. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, it's like that.
Do you have any more to share? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I'm fine. So overall, my experience with Lost Ark and streaming it has been good, and I think all the negativity that I've gotten from it, I would have gotten it anywhere else. So
yeah, I wanted to ask you a bit more about that later. I was just curious about some stuff. So Uoony, what about your experience? Because I know Uoony, you've been streaming for 3 years. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
I know. You've seen a lot of recent growth for your stream, which is really cool. And yeah, I'm curious, what has been your experience with the Lost Ark community and just the chatters, and how have you enjoyed your experience so far? What are some things you do like about it, not like about it?
Actually, I've been streaming in Korean for like about a year, right? And then after that, I switched to streaming in English because I was in your aesthetic anyways. But then the community in Korean chat and English chat is crazy different. It's there are a lot. There's a huge gap between those two. It's like,
How is it different?
how's it different? It's very, very different because like Korean viewers are more like they all know about this game. There's no question. There's no question, and they are all experienced, and they all know about this game. So they are just being mean to you, like, why did you do that? Why did you do that? Oh, you suck at it.
Really?
Something like that. Yeah, whenever I die, but like in a no offense way. Look at that! Look at what you did. Something like
Dude,
that.
I got the taste of that. I got it.
Yeah, they make fun of you, but like in a funny way. But like, yeah, but they still want to play with you, and they will still want to do the raid together. But they make fun of you. It's kind of funny. They express their closeness to the streamer like that way. It's like you bully someone you like when you're young, right? It feels something like that. Look, the Korean community is something like that. But like, English chatters are very, very nice to me. They are very sweet and nice, and they want me to have like good things, and
Damn, what the fuck, man? They just I need some of that. Okay, yeah.
But it's just being different, I think. Yeah, it's fun to play with Korean viewers as well, but it's fun to play like with like English viewers as well. But I mean, like recently, streaming in Korea in KR server is quite difficult. You know, you get rejected by party when you look for parties. Like if you say that you are streaming, they reject you sometimes because they don't want
Really?
to appear on. Yeah, they don't want to appear on any stream, so they just don't like streaming party. Like, yeah, that's how it is in Korea. Like, it's kind of.
Wow.
Yeah, because there were like some kind of events and accidents happened before, like in Van. It got so viral, so we couldn't. We have to actually on KR server. We have to notice that we are streaming. If you are hogging in the raid, we have to notice that
Give notice,
before.
yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you do it too?
Me?
You don't pug it? Yeah, you don't pug it, right?
No, I mean there was one time that I tried pugging in Korea off stream. I wasn't streaming, and I think I told this story before. I was using Google Translate on my phone, trying to like I was in Vykas P2 and I was trying to translate, and they were asking me questions and I couldn't read what they were saying. I'm like, oh shit, oh shit. And then right when I pulled up my phone to the thing to translate, it just said foreigner, 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 and then they vote to end, and I got kicked out. But I actually ended up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I actually ended up clearing it that night. It took us 3 parties, but I finally found a party. It was actually another streamer's group. Ironically, it was like a smaller streamer I got in their group, and I don't think I was just undercover in there, and we ended up clearing it. Yeah, it was scuffed though. It was a scuffed run. I'll share my stream experience has been the same as you guys. I think I share the same thing. I mean, I'm just giving my chats and stuff. I have like a really weird relationship with my chat. I don't know. Like the Lost Ark community and me have a very interesting relationship. Everyone's very people. I don't know. It's hard to explain. Everyone's very peepo shy, and then at the same time, they can be a little. Some people can be a little poop heads. You know. It's a interesting relationship. Okay. That was great to hear that from you guys. I actually really enjoyed that. I'm just curious. That's why I'm asking these questions. Not so much. I mean, yeah, I'm asking it for YouTube and everything, but I was also super curious just because I really wanted to hear a little bit more about your guys' experience playing the game so far. I have another question. It's kind of relevant. Do you think it's like harder to speak about the game? I guess we'd start with you, Jenny. Just because like in Lost Ark, and I don't know if it was the same in BDO, but like, let's say you want to make content for the game. Maybe you want to make YouTube videos. I'm not saying it's what you wanted to do, but let's say you were in that position that you wanted to, right? Or you want to talk about the game. Because the game has been out elsewhere, do you think it's harder for somebody to like speak about the game if you are playing on the Western version, or to make content surrounding the game? Do you feel like more uncomfortable because like, oh, what if I'm going to someone's like, oh, you're wrong because so-and-so said it over here and they've been playing for like a year, but you've been playing the game since it came out when you were able to. Does that make sense? Like, because the game is out elsewhere, do you have a harder time? Is it harder to make content or feel comfortable talking about the game?
Do you mean BDO or MapleStory or in general?
Lost Ark is what I'm referring to. Yeah, Lost Ark.
Oh, Lost Ark. I mean, I feel like there's no one right way to play a game. I always joke and say that I'm a serious casual gamer. It's because like I also have a full-time job, right? So I can't really just grind away and keep on playing Lost Ark. So when I do have the time to sit down and play, like I try to do all of my dailies and stuff like that. But when I do raids and stuff, sure, people can come in here and be like, oh, you should like cut this stone. Oh, your build is wrong. Or a lot of times, chat's wrong. They think they're right, but they're wrong. Like this guy was like, why don't you build keen blunt weapon on your reflex sorceress? I'm like, why would I do that? Why would I do that? So I feel like if you just take chat's words with a grain of salt, be like, okay, maybe they're right, maybe they're wrong, but you always have to go back and check it yourself because they're not always right and everyone plays differently. I'm just playing to have fun. That's all. That's all.
Got it. Sorry, my brother came in, but I
It's okay.
gotcha. He was trying to give me some gummy bears or some shit. I don't know what it was. What about you, Ellie? Because is BDO ahead in Korea, or is it the same version of the game in the West? Is it different? Are there different versions, or?
They're different versions. Only recently have they been catching up on some content. It's global, worldwide release, but for the most part, Korea gets a lot of things ahead of the Western version. But I don't. Can you
My
repeat the question?
my question's more just like, it's just like, do you think it's harder to make content about Korean games, or like to speak comfortably about them? Because I noticed, like, for the example, like on YouTube, it's like I don't know. I know you guys aren't like super into making like videos, like ATK, like guides and stuff, but if you look at like the YouTube algorithm for Lost Ark is all clips. It's only clips, right? It's like literally all clips, and there's not that much like original content. And I'm wondering if that has to do with just because, well, the game's already been out elsewhere, everything's kind of already solved, and everyone's like, oh, well, so and so in Korea said this. Does that make sense?
In Black Desert, like, this is gonna come as a shocker, and please don't take it the wrong way. But
Don't take it the wrong
way.
way.
The Western version, the West plays the game very different, and I want to say better than the Korean version. The game is very and no, I'm not just.
I'm just adding that.
I'm not just speaking out of my ass here. It's proven. It's like they have tournaments, and when they go to Korean tournaments versus the Western tournaments and combos and PvP, the Korean version doesn't really. Not all of them, of course, but they don't really have grasp the same way the Western audience does. So a lot of like the content creation and guides and stuff are mostly and mainly the Western audience that puts out the guides and everything. So I was able to put out guides, and I know a lot of streamers, my friends that still stream Black Desert, and they put out guides. I want to say the game is much bigger in the West than it is in Korea.
That. Yeah, I heard that.
Even though they get the game first, and it's also like a meme that they give them the test version, so then we get the real version, because they always come out with bugs or like little kinks they need to work out or unbalances, so they give them to Korea first, and then when they come to us, everything is kind of fixed. Well, a lot of the things are fixed. Yeah. So as far as like making content here in Lost Ark, has been difficult? I don't think so, because my content doesn't really revolve around that.
No, I know for sure. I was just curious what you thought about it, or or even just speaking on the game. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just feel like, I guess I can ask Uoony, are you surprised that we don't see more NA content, Uoony, or like, would you have hoped that you would see Western players like try to create new builds or try new things out, or? Because it seems like most of what we do is just copy whatever people are doing in Korea, and then just that's it. Were you hoping for more of that?
Yeah, I like more diverse, guides. Actually, when Valtan first came out and on Glover server, like, I was pretty shocked about the whey cheese thing. That's the way we never have ever thought about it. Like, I was pretty shocked, but then it worked, right? It worked, but of course it will not work at the end of the time. Like, you eventually have to have the ore mechanics get through, because you're gonna do hell mode, Valtan, and things. So you will eventually have to get through the mechanics. But like, I was pretty shocked, and it was quite refreshing for me. Oh, that could be the way as well. Oh, I was like this at first. So, yeah, I feel like many people are, trying Lost Ark for the first time in a different way, right? So there must be some other, ways to clear the raid, and there are so many other, ways they can find out. So I think it's quite fun to watch how they gonna do it, or how they're gonna, clear this raid. They're gonna, invent some other way, or it's kind of joy for me to watch how, how NA players getting through the mechanics and things. Oh, it was quite funny. I can't wait to, I can't wait the bread comes out on NA. How are they gonna do this?
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Well, I'm actually, I guess since we're talking about raids and stuff like that, we can kind of move on to this topic. But I'm always curious about that too. Like the Vykas, everyone time stops Medusa. Nobody actually does it apparently. And there's just all these different things.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they don't do party 1, party 2. They just do time stop every time.
Oh, really?
Some people do. I don't want to say nobody. Like that's not true, right? There's some groups that do it. Tons of, I'm sure there's people in chat who are like I do it. But most I've heard when I do like viewer groups, I get into a pug and then I'm inviting them that they don't know. They just time stop it. Same with the Wei cheese. And so yeah, just stuff like that. It's definitely different. And so I've noticed that. I wanted to ask you guys about, since we're talking about raids and the next raid coming up, about Clown Raid. Do you guys think it's because I saw you tweet the other day, Jenny, that you're 1490.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go.
Yay to you.
Do you
1490. Wow.
Yeah, she's 1490, bro. I barely made it to Clown. So, do you think, Jenny, it's taking too long because you're 1490 already, and that's April item level? You're ready for the next raid after Clown. And at some of these paces, that could be November, it could be December.
Honestly, I feel like my luck just goes through waves. Sometimes I can pity a whole like 2-3 items, but I just got really lucky. Like honestly, that's it. I honestly just got really lucky getting to 1490, because I can't really. I'm a pretty free to play player. I don't really swipe. People say that I'm free to play plus.
What does that mean?
Because I bought the platinum pack. Like I bought the platinum pack, the founders pack, when the game came out, and yes, sometimes people send me some mats, but they say it's unethical. It's not all the time, but those definitely help as well. That's why Mod says I'm free to play plus.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck mods is anymore. He's like free to play plus. I don't know what that means anymore. I don't like. It's like about the founders and the Ark Pass. That's free to play plus. It's like, what does that even mean? Which I don't know why it matters, but yeah. So you're basically,
I feel like
you're saying you don't spend a lot of money and you got.
Like I feel like people think, oh, if you spend $1 on this game, you're not free to play anymore. But I feel like my definition of free to play is you're not constantly swiping to change world crystals into gold and vice versa. That's what I think. Because do you think like buying skins and stuff?
I don't know.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think that matters.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But if you are literally swiping, buying world crystals, converting to gold, yes, that's a swiper. That's why I'm saying I'm free to play, but people get triggered about it. I don't know why.
Got it. So you generally don't spend a lot of money in the game, and you're 1490. Do you think it's taking too long? Clown might be at the end of September. Does that feel too long?
Too long for me? No, because I also want to work on my ults as well. That's why I say, like, if people have tunnel vision and they feel like, oh, the content is so far away, yeah, you're gonna get bored, but I personally want to work on my ults. I have a Scrapper that I'm trying to get up. I want to do Clown on both Scrapper and by Sork, so hopefully that works out by September.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Set a goal for yourself, I guess, and it's that's all.
Okay. What about you, Ellie? What do you think?
Sorry.
You're fucking zooming all over the goddamn place.
I'm listening to
you're fucking
to BobaJenny.
You're like,
but I forgot the question. Show, you like this? Look, bro, look, I got the moves.
How do you do
I got the
that?
hop.
How do you actually do that though? Are you like moving and you're
I'm moving in real life. Yeah.
that fast?
Like all the way fast. Yeah, yeah. Like I'm in my
Holy
living room right now.
shit.
You hear me?
You goddamn,
Holy shit.
goddamn zoomer. Okay. The question was just, do you think is Clown taking too long? BobaJenny is 1490. You said congrats. I'm just curious what you think about how long it's. Yeah. Do you think it's too long or not? It's fine.
No, I think it's yeah, I don't think it's too long. I think honestly, like we're lucky. I feel like the West version kind of complains a lot about the release of content, but ain't no other game releasing content this fast, bro. Like in Black Desert Online, you get content like every 6, 8 months, 9 months, a year. World of Warcraft, same thing. Final Fantasy 14, you same thing. You have to wait 6 months plus for some content. This is an extremely accelerated pace for content, I think, which I'm okay with. I'm in the middle of it. I'm fine. I don't think some of the releases that they had earlier, I did have a little bit of issue with, like Valtan and Vykas releases. I think they should have staggered the release between normal and hard mode Valtan, maybe 2 weeks stagger. And same thing with Vykas. I think normal Vykas first, wait 2 weeks or something, then hard mode. I think at this pace, to stretch it out a little bit longer, make everyone a little bit happier. The only persons you're accommodating for hard mode at this point is the super mega wells that are pushing super fast. I think right now the wait between hard mode Vykas and Clown is a little long.
Yeah.
It is a little longer than the previous ones. I feel it feels at least longer, but I'm still trying to not get too, I don't know, up in arms about it. Like I'm still enjoying the game. Like
Yeah,
a
you
lot
don't
of
have to.
it.
I'm not asking. It's
Yeah.
not like, are you fucking angry? I'm just curious if you thought it was too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's fine. I've had no complaint about the game other than they haven't released artists yet. But you know, it's okay. It's okay.
Uoony, what do you think? Do you think that time period is because in Korea they got it even faster than we got it? Between they got Cuckoo before that and the other version. So do you think it's too long, or do you think it's okay that people? Because I'll have actually 2 characters for Clown, and I haven't honed in a while, so I'll have 2 characters at raid item level for Clown. Maybe if I played a lot, I mean, some people in chat might have multiple. I don't know how many in chat. Do you think it's too long, or do you think it's okay to give people a lot of time to prepare for the raid coming from maybe a con?
It depends on the Smartgate and Amazon Game Service, though. You know what I mean? It depends on like the fact that we are ready for the raid is not important. I think the fact if the game is ready to release is more important thing, right? I'm not sure if they are pretty ready for releasing Kakul on NA and EU server because they have to do all the things. What's the other things? Oh my god, Ellie's so cute. I mean, like they have to
I'm sorry.
do the voice acting, and then they have to adjust the. They have to have all the when you're translating thing, and then they have to have all the localization, right? It's gonna take some time.
You
for them
think Clown
to...
maybe is actually not ready to
Yeah,
release?
yeah. So I think they are pretty working hard on it. Yeah, I think to be honest, in my opinion, they are gonna be the one who really wants to, release the content faster.
Yeah, that's what I
Right?
would assume, right?
They are gonna be the one. Yeah, it's not gonna be us. They are gonna be the one who wants to release content faster so that they can capture the users a lot more. Yeah. So I think it's depend on them. I think. Yeah.
What do you guys think about the? Okay, so I think though the only thing I think that is bad about it is I don't like that they put Scouter and Clown at the end of the month. I think that's kind of weird. I felt like
yeah, true. That's true though. Yeah.
I feel like they should have staggered that out, so it's like more fun stuff to look forward to. I mean, this month undoubtedly, although Ellie's right in that you would get content slower in other games. For me, I feel like that's Lost Ark's best strength is that you have an insane amount of content, right? Like you already have it, and I feel like by why stagger so if that's your advantage, like some of the other things. This is my little vent, I think. This is my doomer. Here we go. But I feel like why would you release all of the old skins and like you have all this new shit that I feel like you should try to push out that players could experience sooner. And I think by like giving people like drip feeding them the older shit, whether and then taking a long time to like release all of your classes and then staggering all the content. I feel like that's just like a misplay in my opinion. I feel like put Scouter this month. We got Pet Ranch. I mean, who the fuck cares about the goddamn Pet Ranch, man? I mean, maybe some people do, but like, let's be honest. Like, who the fuck actually? Why don't you give a Scouter right now? There's nothing going on. I mean, let people farm, get their play some alls. You know, like, am I wrong? You guys can tell me I'm wrong. It's fine.
Like the Scouter doesn't really need a localization and anything. They can just release, right? They are not gonna adjust anything. So I think that's legit. Yeah,
I agree. I think this it's almost a slap to the community releasing this Pet Ranch.
I don't understand that too.
Like a Pet Ranch, like who is this content for? The people who are done collecting all their Mokokos? Yeah, I don't know.
I actually don't understand like that like so we have this Pet Ranch patch coming out, which is like I think this Wednesday. There's actually no patch notes for August, by the way, right? Like I don't know because they're coming up, right? So it should come out tomorrow, I think. Where the fuck are the patch notes?
It's been a little bland, I gotta say, just a bit.
Yeah, I hear you.
But then in early September we're getting the quality of life thing, and then we have the end of the month. So it's a big September's great, but it's like why even? I don't know. Like it just feels like it's.
Did they have a vacation? Probably.
Maybe it just feels like it's a little KEKW, like the Pet Ranch patch. It's like
yeah. But they've been postponing a lot though. Like they could say end of September, but that could be mid-October.
Yeah, that's
you know.
Yeah.
True.
If it's middle, it's the end. If it's the end, it's the middle. Yeah.
Yup.
Okay.
True.
So let's talk about Clown as raids. I want to ask you, BobaJenny and Elly, what do you guys think so far of your raid experience in terms of difficulty? What do you think about the difficulty of the raids so far, like Vykas and Valtan? I know Elly, Jenny. I don't know if BDO has a lot of raids, but you played FF. But I know Jenny. You said this was your first raid experience. So what do you think about the raids, the difficulty of them? Because I think Clown was going to be, in my opinion, I think I'm right on this, Uoony, that it's a lot harder. I don't know anymore, man. Fuck, I don't know. I don't know what guides.
That's what people say.
I don't know.
To be exact, if you are trying like on eye level, like entry level, it's gonna be the hardest. But if you are like overgeared, it's gonna be the easiest.
You think it's easier overgeared than Valtan and Vykas?
Yeah, yeah. It's a lot easier because you can skip the whole mechanics.
But you don't mean easier than
the whole.
Oh, there's no way.
Easiest.
There's no way they're skipping Mario's with that gear. I think. I don't think they have the damage to
But
do
I mean, but like if you are like 1575, you are gonna skip. You're gonna skip. If you go to like 1575, 4 people, you're gonna skip 3 Marios. Like definitely.
Yeah, if you have 1575.
You're gonna kill the Kakul Saydon like after the showtime. Yeah, it's definitely.
That's some
G2G
Andes that are 1575. I don't know about that. That's hot. That's high over here, Uoony. That's max. That's max.
Yeah, but but I mean, if you are not overgeared like that, it's gonna be the hardest. Yeah.
So what do you think? As someone that's 1490, which I think it's still gonna be pretty 1490. I think it's still be pretty challenging for sure. What do you think?
Yeah, it's gonna be.
What do you think, Jenny, about your experience with Lost Ark difficulty, and what do you think? Are you like nervous for Clown? Are you excited? What have you heard so far?
Honestly, I feel like it was definitely a learning curve because I've never raided so much, but it doesn't tilt me as much as League of Legends. So I actually think it's fine. And you know, like the POV of the game, it's kind of like League where it's like third person looking down. So control wise, I didn't really have a problem with it, but it's more about like knowing the mechs, know what comes up at this HP bar, and making sure that everyone else knows it as well. But that makes it fun. Just You know, sometimes it's 1 hour, sometimes it's 4. I think it's fine. I'm really excited for Clown, but I'm also kind of nervous for it because you don't know what people are going to say. That's all. That's
What
the scary part.
in your group?
Not in my group, but chatters, they might
Oh,
be a little bit harsh on the first day because they don't know me. Like no one's gonna try to hop in your stream and get to know you first before they think about what they want to say. They'll just say it straight up. They'll probably straight up say like, "Damn girl, you suck." And I
Oh, no
probably be like,
way.
"Yeah, I probably do," because it's
No
it's
way.
like kind of new to me, right? Of course.
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah.
fine. That's fine. So I probably won't like I probably won't look at chat much. Like I really just wanna be into the
man,
raid.
don't listen to that shit. They suck too, though. I swear to God, they're not gonna like that.
Yeah.
That. But I've made okay. I swear on my life, I do pug runs all the time. Okay, with just chat. I grab random people, and there's like a handful of like, holy shit, this guy's cracked. And there are some of them, but there's so many goddamn bozos, man. So you gotta just remember that on Clown launch, they're gonna be getting chainsawed and hooked too. Like on the launch, no
It's
one's-
true.
I don't think people are gonna be mean on the launch. It's like people get some balls after a few weeks, but like, dude, you get everyone's a goddamn bozo, man. So you should.
I feel like I
True,
feel like when I do like when Argos first came out, when Valtan first came out, everyone was surprisingly very patient. Like everyone was ready to grind it for like 4 or 5 hours. So that's the good part of it. But it's just like sometimes people do get toxic. I don't really mind, to be honest. I just think the game is really fun and that's why I like playing. It's the raid aspect. But usually when you have someone in the party that says, "Oh guys, make sure to do this, this, that," they're the ones that die first.
Yeah.
True.
It's always the
They're
ones
the
who have the
ones
biggest
that die
mouth.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that, Ellie?
I mean, it's always the people that type the most or the loudest ones that are like the garbage, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
The chatting emote. The sh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it goes. Yeah. What do you think, Ellie? What do you think about the difficulty of the raid so far? Have you thought they're good? Like it feels good, fun, and then are you excited or nervous for Clown? What are your thoughts on it? Because I thought it was a lot harder for me.
Well, I think to start this off, I think I have to give big thanks to the Koreans who have put the guides together for everybody else. Because if it wasn't for them, this content would be a lot harder for us. So definitely props to all the guides and YouTube content creators like ATK and Memorizer and everybody who's putting out their
The Kumarizer,
putting
yeah.
their heart and soul into these guides. Because I feel all of NA would be lost without that. So big kudos to them. Without them, the guides, the raids would definitely be a lot harder than they are now. So far, my experience with raiding has been pretty easy. I come from raiding hardcore for several hours a day, weeks, month, and Final Fantasy 14 to get world first, server first. So I've definitely pushed the hardest content on release, and it's definitely a lot harder if you have no guides to help you. 'Cause
Yeah.
you're learning the mechanics as you go, and
True,
that's
true.
part of the best content. And
Yeah.
I hope that we get to that point faster or fast or soon. That which would be fine. But as far as like difficulty, I don't think anything's been too difficult in Lost Ark so far. And honestly, maybe I'm too arrogant here, but I don't think Clown will be either.
Damn, dude, you're just throwing it out
Yeah,
there.
but, like,
Holy
yeah.
shit.
I mean, yeah,
Damn.
I just don't think so. And to be fair
Damn.
though, I feel like me and my static, which I'm fortunate to have, we're gonna be over 1500 before Clown comes out.
That'll make it easier.
So-
Is Honed in your group?
No.
Oh, I was gonna
No.
say, because Hone's in your group, you're going fucking 8th. That's for sure.
Dude, Hone parties with Asmongold. He's gonna be in Asmon's raid. Yeah.
Wow.
They're gonna give us content, dude.
Yeah, dude. I wonder if Asmon will do. I don't know, man. I just remember Clown being so unfair. Like there was so much bullshit in the raid. That's what it felt like. I actually don't think it's like, wow, this is like a really. It's just But I don't know. We'll see. I think it's going to be really fun to watch. I do think all the item level will make it easy, and that's kind of a bummer because it was one of the harder raids for me. But it's also a 4-man raid. So what do you think about 4-man raids, Uoony? And we'll go back up to the 4-man raids. Do you guys like 4-man raids over 8-man? Do you prefer... Would you rather have an 8-man, or are you excited that it's 4? So what do you think, I guess, Uoony first, about 4 versus 8-man?
Yeah, it has pros and cons, you know. It's makes you a lot easier for you to make groups. I think that's a good thing. But like if you have a 8-man raid, content will be more diverse and more deep, and you can have more mechanics that you can get through. It's like more diverse, and then you can, you know, cover and back up the other teammates. But if you have like 4-man raid, nobody can suck at it. You know what I mean? There's no backup.
Yeah.
You have to be good at it. You have to have the mechanic. You have to perform the mechanic in the right way. Otherwise, it will wipe the group, the whole group. So it's a little hard for us to find the good one. But like I feel like 4-man raid is better because you don't really have to find people to do it. Like you don't have to really spend a lot of time. Yeah, it's better. It's you only find like 3 people. But like sometimes 8-man raid is good too, because when you have like people and friends that you want to play with, more than 5 people, then it's like a, you know, 8-man raid seems a lot better, you know. It has pros and cons. But I like Kakul Raid very much because it's really fun. Like it, put aside the difficulty wise, it's just fun.
It's fun.
The raid is just fun. Yeah, then it's just so well made raid. I love it very much. It's my one of the favorite. Yeah, Umbrella Raid is my favorite, but like Kakul is just the second. It's very fun.
What do you
I
think?
cannot wait to see.
What do you think, Ellie? Are you excited about 4-man, or do you prefer? Would you rather have it be an 8-man raid?
Well, I agree with Uoony. I think it's a good thing and a bad thing. It's a bad thing for me because I run with an 8-man static, so it breaks the static apart.
Yeah. What if one of you guys clear it, the other one's stuck or struggling? Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and you know, like I don't want to leave the other team behind, and like, so it kind of breaks the dynamic of the group, and yeah, and it really sucks in that part. Like they kind of get you used to these 8-mans, and then all of a sudden 4-man. So in that way, it sucks. However, though, dealing with 4 people is much easier than 8 people. So.
True.
I feel like there's less people to rely on, so you can pinpoint your problems in your group, and you can be like, hey, let's work on this. You need to do this better, as opposed to 8 people, which could make arguably the fight a little bit tougher dealing with 8 people. As far as like pugging is concerned, because I do have other characters that will be clown ready. I'm not really looking too forward to that. One. I feel like that might be a little bit difficult. Yeah, because I don't know. 4 new, like 3 other new people that you don't have communication with, and I don't know. But I guess back on topic, 4 versus 8.
It's all on topic. It's fine.
I'm okay with what Uoony said. Like, I think it's good and bad.
Jenny, is that a giant fucking French bread, brother? What is that, a giant baguette? Like, what is that?
Hell yeah. That's my pillow.
It actually low-key looks kind of real. It's like a fucking monster.
It looks so real. People ask me if this is real all the time. It even has like the lighting right.
Yeah, it looks like a gigantic fucking baguette.
That looks good too.
I want to have some again. Yeah.
I actually used to, when I was younger, dude, I used to just go to the grocery store and I would just get French bread and I would eat the inside of it. Like I would just pull the like.
Nom, nom, nom.
What about the outside?
I don't know. When I was younger, I really liked the inside. Yeah. It was good.
But yeah, I feel like whether 4 or 8 depends who it is. If you are confident in your teammates, 4 would be fine. If you are pugging 8 is probably worse because it's 1 versus 7.
Yeah.
So I feel like, because when you're pugging, you don't know if that person did it for the first time or the 100th time.
Wait, that's a good
So-
question. Shit, that's a good point. Yeah.
That's a good point because it's 1v7. You know your stuff, but do they?
Wait, chat,
if
what's worse, chat? Do you think it's worse? To her point, would you rather pug in a 4-man group or pug in an 8-man group?
4.
You think
4
so?
is better.
You think so?
less people to worry about.
Yeah. But it's still the same because you're gonna get wife if you have one wrong.
Yeah, that's what I'm
person.
saying though. I think to Uoony's
Yeah,
point
it's
too, like people are
like-
saying 4, but think about it. What if you're in
Yeah.
a group and you have one bozo who can't do it? Like he can't do it. If it happens in the 8-man, like when you do Vykas, you have that one guy that fucks up. It's like, all right, whatever, we can still clear this.
It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. But like Kakul, you gotta get
Then
wife.
kick him. Damn, you guys are sap. Is it okay?
Yeah, no, I
Um,
think so too, though.
Would you?
Yeah. If you're pugging 8 people, it's better to it's easier to kick one person from the 4 people group than kicking like multiple people in an 8-man group.
Damn. So
is there easier to replace?
How do
It's
you-
like,
okay.
one guy gone.
how do you do
down.
it? How do you do it? How do you? Cause I'm a fucking weenie, dude. I swear to God, I'm so soft. Like I have a hard time. So how would you go about it, Ellie? If someone in the group sucks, what do you say?
Look, I am very lucky that I do raids with a mod who does everything. So I sit there and I'm like, well, I didn't do it. It's not my decision. It was the. Yeah, I run everything with my chat. So like, even if it takes me 5 hours, which thankfully my chat is a big brainos giga chats. It's never taken that long. So I don't know if they fuck up. I don't replace it because it's my chat. If I did it in a pickup group though, I would kick. I'd be like, yo, dude, you keep messing up this mechanic. It's been like 5 times, 10 times. Do you know it? Can I help you? If not, hey, we're gonna replace you.
The worst is when they don't respond. You ever try to help somebody in a fucking
my
pug,
God.
Yeah.
and they don't say
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah,
They
if
just
you don't
stand there.
respond, yeah.
It's the worst. They just stand there. They start moving around and shit. I fucking hate that, dude.
Yeah. Me too.
That's funny. That was a good point, though,
Yeah, yeah.
Jenny. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, really. It just depends who you raid with. If you trust your teammates, whether
True,
4
true.
or 8, it doesn't matter. It's the people that you're uncertain about.
Yeah. What about you guys, chat? I'm just curious because it'll probably show up on YouTube, even though it's a small chat box. Do you prefer a smaller raid, 4-man, or does 8-man sound better to you? I'm just really curious. Okay, so I wanted to ask you guys about a little bit about the Akkan stuff. So it's tomorrow, and I know Jenny and obviously Ellie won't be doing it, but Uoony and I will, and I'm sure you guys will be watching it. I'm sure it's gonna be this big thing people will be interested in. I'm curious what you guys' thoughts are on it. But first, let's talk about I guess we talk about the honing. So let's start with just Uoony first. What is your general thought about this raid? You made it. You're at 1600, but what do you think about the situation, Uoony? Was it too short notice? Was it too difficult? Was it too hard to get there? Did it cost too much? I don't know. What do you think about this raid release overall?
Like they definitely had intention about this. I thought it was gonna be a normal release, like they did on April, because they released normal mode first, and then after 4 months, is it? They released hard mode after quite a long time. So I thought it's gonna be the same. They're gonna release normal first at like item level 1590 or something, and then they're gonna release hard mode at like probably October or something. I thought it was gonna be like this, but they decided to do release both difficulty at the same time, but at a very high level than everyone expected. I think they just want to give people who swipes a lot advantage, I think. But at the time, by the time, like if you are less than like 1590, you can never get to make the eye level, 1600. It's really, really, it costs you really a lot. So yeah, they want to give people advantage who swipes a lot. I think that was their intention. Yeah, luckily I kind of get to make it, but like it costed me a lot too. Like I didn't swipe a lot though, but like I had to use up all my materials that I stacked up. I stacked up a whole lot of materials, and then they are gone right now. My golds are gone, my silvers are gone, every resources are gone.
Everything is gone.
God.
Yeah, everything's gone. Like I had held tons of silvers, and they are gone, and I had to do Lopang again. And yeah, and my golds are just gone. Like I spent, I don't know how much you spent though. I spent a lot of golds, but compared to people, I didn't spend a lot. But like Memo spent like 2.3k, 2.3k USD to get to 1600, and this is kind of crazy. Why did they should have expected this kind of situation?
Do you think it's the delay? Do you think I want to get to you, Ellie and Jenny, just their thoughts on this overall, but do you think it's the notice is too short, or you think the requirement is too high, or is it both?
Requirement is too high. Notice is not it doesn't matter. Yeah, it was just a teaser kind of thing. Yeah, the letter from Lisha, the GM, was actually just a hint, right? It was just a hint. It shouldn't be like that. But like, I mean, it's the hint was okay, but like they shouldn't design the raid at this. I don't know. They want people, take their time to slow.
Yeah.
But like, I don't think it's gonna go that way. Yeah, I clearly see their intention, but it was wrong. I think the way that they did is wrong, or they shouldn't just give us any hint. You know what I mean? They shouldn't just give us the letter from Lisha or thing.
They shouldn't tell you.
Yeah, they shouldn't. Yeah, they just should have released.
You think it's
right away.
You think it's worse? You think it's worse?
Oh.
Because it doesn't meet their intention. It doesn't meet their intention. Like people don't have to spend a lot of money here, right?
Well,
because of that letter, people have been spending tons of money here, right?
The notice about
in 2 weeks. Yeah, in 2 weeks. People were spending like tons of money here. But like if we didn't have that kind of hint, we were not, gonna spend that amount of money anyways.
So because of that notice, people are rushing to get to 1600 just because of that.
Because we were stopping our honing for a long time because there was no content.
Well, what do you think? Okay, let me ask you, Ellie. What do you think? So I'll give you some backstory on this, right? I mean, you probably have heard a little bit about it, but we have a long break before any raid, and people don't know that we're waiting for this release date. We don't actually know. A lot of players are stopping around like 1580, 1590. 1600 is extremely hard to get to. So there's no point in really trying to push for it. And then they drop a raid at normal at 1580, which is like, you can get there for sure. And then 1600, which is like, it's not about doing your dailies. It's like, you're probably spending some money. It's very difficult.
Yeah.
Just curious, what do you think? I mean, is it a really big deal? Do you think people blow it out of proportion? Do you like that? I mean, not do you like it. Do you dislike that a lot? Or just curious?
I think it's definitely really, really bad that they announced it. I think I go back to the Vykas in normal mode and hard mode, where I think they should have staggered the release dates. First normal, then announce hard.
Yeah.
So I think I don't know if they did this intentionally. Maybe they thought, oh, we're gonna give the player base a really good surprise, and they did it unintentionally. But it really looks very corpa, like, hey, this is what's coming. You need to swipe to get to this point. And it just creates this panic. And like then you see all the streamers saying, oh my God, I need to get to 1600. I need to get it now. And so then it creates this thing. And then once viewers watch this, then they want to swipe. And then it just creates this big like I don't know, like frenzy of people needing to swipe to get to hard mode when it could have easily been prevented if you just showed normal. Everybody would have been happy. Hey, we got a normal raid. Hey, let's go. Because they don't even know, right? It might go back to clown status where you only have normal mode. So you don't really know. You have nothing to swipe for because you don't know. You just are happy you're at least getting raid content. You do your normal. 2 weeks later, announce hard mode. And then that way you carry some of the materials that you gain from normal
True.
mode
Yeah,
into
yeah,
hard
yeah.
mode. I think that
Yeah.
would have been better.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I definitely think it's a business move, and it's a very I don't want to say
Can't agree
predatory,
with
but
you
it's
more.
it's pretty predatory the way they announced it this way. I don't agree with it. I think it's pretty bad. It's pretty scummy. Yeah.
What do you think, Jenny?
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like the way I think might be a little bit different. So basically, a con came out, normal and hard, and they announced that hard will be 1600, right? At the end of the day, you make your choice whether you want to swipe or not. Don't you? If you want to stay on top of it and you want to
That's kind of
swipe
forced,
just to
though.
get there, it is very, very forced. I personally would say that yeah, you should stagger them normal first, but then at the end of
I know
the
what you're
day, like
saying. I know what you're saying. Yeah. You don't.
yeah, it's you don't have to do the hardest one right from the start. That's when like when Vykas came out both normal and hard, I think I did like normal for week 1 and week I think normal for from week 1 and then the last gate was hard. You still got the same amount of materials to craft your stuff whether you did hard or normal. So are they just playing on people's FOMO?
100%, right?
They,
Yeah,
they're
that's
taking
the
advantage of
they're
You-
taking
you're-
advantage of
You're
the
100% right. Like at the end of the day,
Yeah.
it is on anybody to decide if they want to. You don't have to do it. They design it for you to not do it.
Yeah.
Actually, like they make you do normal. You get the materials, and then when you transfer your gear over, your honing rates go from 2% to 10%. We assume you're getting like you're getting a new set of gear that's going to make it easier for you to get to 1600, significantly easier. I'm assuming. So
But
yeah.
to add to this, hold on. To add to this, it's like
Bless you. I'm not sure.
yeah, I understand what BobaJenny is, and I used to be in the same mindset, and I used to be like, yo, dude, you're right. Everybody's in self-control, right? Everybody's in control of their own selves. That game doesn't do that for you. However, though, if you're walking around a place where you're let's say you're not doing any like any illegal substance or anything, right? And you're walking in this place and they keep constantly throwing illegal substance at you over and over and over and over. It's how they get you. Yeah, you, BobaJenny, and myself, we're not going to fall for this because I think we're much, I guess, a little bit better at this. But there's people out there that they're preying upon while we're doing this and announcing this. They're hoping there's going to be some weak people that are going to get into this. And sorry, my analogy probably went all over the place. there,
No,
but-
it's a classic. It's a good one. It's a good one.
Yeah, my analogy went all over the place there, but I mean, it's like if they keep throwing stuff at you, it's kind of messed up.
I agree.
You know?
I also agree. I think
Yeah, like yeah.
I
Imagine
don't
the
know.
the friends that you play with are going
Mhm.
all hard mode, and you're not still, you're not still there. That
I
you
mean, if
don't have
yeah,
a choice. Yeah.
if everyone is trying to go for hard mode in your friend group and you're the only one that's not doing it, I can definitely see the peer pressure. But that's kind of I'm kind of playing the devil's advocate here, okay? That's
I hear
peer
you.
pressure. That's
I
among
get
your
you.
friends. But at the
Yeah.
same time, like I'm also like very real about it, Lost Ark is a game. They only have one goal. Their goal is to make money. And now they figured out exactly how they can make money from their players. So at the end of the day, like you can't say that they're not wrong for doing it. They're trying to push the game in a direction that they want to push while making enough money. But you can't be like, oh, they released this and now I have to like swipe thousands of dollars. Like no one is holding it against you to be like, you must play hard mode.
Yeah.
That's personally how I would react. If they said, yeah, Akkan's coming now, you have to be 1600, then I'd be like, guess I'll get there when I get there. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's a lot of factors. Peer pressure, your own FOMO, and the notice is like kind of bad, I guess. It's a little bad because people are mad swiping, but at the end of the day, it really comes down to like, where do you put your own situation? Where are you in your own little Lost Ark situation, right? That's what I think.
I mean, you're right. I mean, everyone's right. I think everyone's right, right? Like,
Yeah, I think everyone's right too, honestly.
like it's basically there to prey on people that will say, fuck it, I can't wait, I'm gonna do it. And that's why they do it.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's also your decision to not do it, right?
Yeah, like if all of your friends are those people that, yeah, hell yeah, I'm gonna do hard, then, you know, you chose to be in that group as well. So I don't know. I'm really playing the devil's advocate, but I do see both sides, definitely.
I agree with you. I understand. I'm that type of person too. Like, I have very strong will, but I'm not looking at it from my perspective. I'm trying to look out for, you know, the smaller fish in the pond, the people that are not, you know, necessarily that strong, and they're susceptible. I can't say that word.
It's okay. I can't say Candace. It's what is it? Cadence.
Yeah.
That's all good.
Like they're. I'm looking out for those. You know, I guess I'm just trying to be. I don't know.
Yeah, I get it.
Looking out for
sure.
the other people.
Yeah.
I think it would have been fixed if they didn't do the announcement for hard mode.
Yeah.
It would have been much better.
If they didn't announce anything and they're just like, ta-da, Akkan, normal and hard out together, then I don't think people would swipe as furiously.
I think with the Uoony, what's the annoying thing I think for me at least about it is just that didn't they say that they already felt bad about feeling like players feeling pressure to do vertical, and then they did hard mode. April was too fast, and then they released the 1600 raids. Like what are you doing? I don't know. Like I don't understand it. It's like I thought they just apologized for that. So I think that's like
I think they didn't anticipate this gonna happen. You know, I think they announced it this way. They thought people are gonna do normal mode, but then that's not gonna happen. You know, people want to get better things. You know, if they can they want to get better things. They want to do more things. So they are gonna do definitely hard mode on first day. But then they didn't expect this.
They've said
because it's really hard to get to 1600. You know.
The thing is, though, is it's just the chat saying Gold River leaves and this happens. But I mean, when Gold River was in charge, they used to sell raid clears to the cash shop. Like, I don't really know if that's. I don't.
Really?
I knew that.
Like, I don't know when people say stuff like this. Like, I don't know if they remember.
I knew the moment he stepped down that people were going to blame everything on him leaving. This stuff has been in motion long before he even left. So
yeah,
it's
of course it has. You think they just all of a sudden, yo, by the way, dude, like, what are we doing the eye level? Fuck it, he's gone, bro. Let's put that shit at 1600 boys.
Like people are weird. They're like, I knew that people were gonna start. Man, ever since Gold River left, the company's gone to shit. It's like, bro, he literally mapped this stuff for them. This has been in the works for a long time.
Yeah. Either way, I still do think I think it's a little too. Just do the normal thing, man. Do it. Just do it like April, dude. That was chill. Normal comes out, you do normal. Then the hard mode comes out, and you do hard mode.
Yeah, just like April. Like, yeah. What? Why can't they do this? You know, like they didn't really have to release normal and hard mode at the same time.
Yeah. Either way, I still think it's gonna be fun as shit to watch tomorrow. I think it's gonna be like really interesting to see because it's the first time that there's new content. There's no guides in a long time. This is the first new raid, Legion raid, in over a year.
Yeah, because we had April like last year, so yeah.
It's gonna be like no one's gonna know what to do. No one's gonna know the fights, and there's gonna be a bunch of people streaming it. And I think you're gonna be one of the only English speaking groups doing it as well, Uoony, right?
Probably yeah, but I'm not the only one. We have Wine Blue and
your group, yeah. So
probably.
It's gonna be interesting. Are you nervous for any Korean viewers gonna come in your chat and You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna be, able to respond to that in Korean or that in anything in English. It's gonna be very hectic for us. For you and me, it's gonna be. We are gonna have a little hard day tomorrow.
It's just
Definitely.
gonna be the laughing thing, that thing. Dude. They're gonna spam that shit every time I die. I know it's gonna happen.
True.
Is there anything that you're nervous about, Uoony, for the raid? Any other thoughts about it before we move on? Like about the raid in general? Are you nervous, excited? What are you looking forward to?
It's kind of my second time going raid without any guide. But like last time was like hard 5-6. But then, it took me 100 hours for me to, actually first clear the raid. So I'm kind of nervous how long it will take. I'm pretty, I'm hoping for it take like less than probably 50 hours or something. But I'm not sure how long will it take.
Yeah, I don't know
Can't wait.
I don't know how long it's gonna take. I don't want to be trapped for like fucking 3-4 days, dude. I really hope it's like.
But it's gonna be like that. Yeah, it's definitely gonna like that.
You think so? You think it'll take 3 to 4 days to
Yeah.
kill it?
Yeah, definitely. I think. Yeah, at least for the first clear. Yeah, probably at least 2 days. I think.
Damn. I don't want to wake up and just like instantly hear ATK's voice right in my ear as soon as I wake up. Just like I'm gonna wake up out of bed. You know what I mean? I have to wake up and then just hear ATK like, "You ready to go, Stoopzz?" Like right when I wake up. It's like fuck. Okay. I'm just kidding. It'll be fun. It'll be exciting. Okay, I want to talk about FOMO stuff because we're talking about the raid, and I was just curious about you guys in general. What do you guys think about, like, do you guys feel FOMO at all? I'll start with you, Jenny. I mean, you seem like a bit more like you play however you want, but I'm curious what Elly thinks too. Do you have any FOMO of dailies? Do you feel like you have to do your dailies, or do you kind of say, fuck it, I don't care if I miss dailies, or
I have to do dailies.
you
That's
have?
the thing. I'm casual, but when it comes to dailies, I'm just like, I gotta do it. And that's why, because I feel like you do miss out on materials and stuff like that. And just to watch, like when you press Alt Q or sorry, when you're like going to the switch character screen and it lists out all of your characters, you click them one by one and you see the bars like slowly, the rest bonus bars getting thicker. You're just like, man, I gotta do it. I have to. But it was like the same for. I'm just gonna use MapleStory as like a reference because for MapleStory, I'm used to doing dailies every day because there was no rest bonus. It's either you do it or you don't. And I think it's great that they have rest bonus, but personally, I do try to clear all the dailies if I can.
You don't get burned. You don't get
Yeah.
burned out.
Not really. I mean, I don't have as many alts as many people who play. I just try to do the best that I can. I play on 4 characters actively. So obviously if it's Uoony with like 11, that'd be a different story, right?
That was crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that anymore.
Wait, Elly, don't you have a shitload of alts? How many dailies do you do?
I do like 11 or 14 sometimes.
Man, what the
my God.
14?
Oh my
Wait, there's no way you do all those chaos dungeons per day though. Be honest. There's no way.
Recently since I've been doing more raiding because of Vykas hard mode, I've cut down some. But yeah, ever since the game started, I pumped a daily content like all the time. Guardians, Chaos Dungeon, everything.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Man, Rothgar, fuck you, man. I do more than 0 dailies. Okay, you bitch. Sorry. I feel like 11 is a lot. Okay, 11 is a shitload of dailies. I
I
don't.
recently started resting though. Like I've been resting a lot lately. I say maybe a month now. I've been sleeping on some rest, but yeah.
So, do you feel FOMO? Do you ever feel that at all personally, or no?
At the beginning of the game, yeah. When I was trying to rush through tier 1 and tier 2 content, it felt really, really bad for me. Like, I felt so bad because I didn't want to let my static down, and I felt like I needed to swipe. I needed to do stuff to get ahead. And thankfully, the system allows you to trade stuff. In my static, we always kind of shared materials with one another from the very beginning. So even if one of us was left behind, we would always like funnel mats to each other. But yeah, like, yeah, I felt FOMO. Not so much nowadays, no. But at the beginning of the game, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely for me playing on Korea, EU, and NA. There's no way I'm doing all my dailies on each region every day. It's too much. It's too
No way, no way.
Logging in the game even takes 10 minutes. It takes like an hour to even open the game.
It does.
Yeah.
It takes forever. Dude, you know, it takes
so long.
and I gotta open up the VPN. It takes fucking forever.
Yeah.
But the reason why I asked is, do you think like when it comes to this FOMO feeling, do you think players feel that? And then if there is, the reason why I asked if there is this delay in content, right? We're looking at maybe April comes out in December and then we're waiting for a while. Do you think having that long of content, if it's not a drought, but a break, and then and then players feel the FOMO to log in every day and do dailies for that long, do you think that creates burnout amongst players? Or like Uoony, do you feel that like when for that year you're waiting for a con, do you still do your dailies every day, or do you don't get burnt out?
Yeah, I had to shrink it down from 11 to 3 or 6. Yeah, I started playing like 8 characters from 11 to 8 and to 6, and then I only play 3 characters nowadays. That's like, but I still do play 3 characters every day: Una Task, Guardian Raid, and Chaos Dungeon, and Guild Check. Like every content for 3 characters. Yeah, I think that's right amount that you don't get burned, you don't get burnout, and then you can enjoy the game, chill for like about an hour, and then yeah, I think that's pretty good amount. Yeah, I don't think I get burned. Yeah, I think it's okay. Yeah, but
Okay.
I feel FOMO about that because I had a vacation like recently. I was away from Lost Ark for 4 days.
Nice.
For 5 days actually. Yeah, I couldn't get to log in. I couldn't get to log in, and I haven't get the login reward, right? I missed the legendary card pack. It was like I missed like the whole legendary card pack. Yeah, it gives me FOMO. That's the thing, gives me FOMO. But I don't feel any FOMO missing out. What is it? The Chaos Dungeon and Guardian Raid. It's just okay to have rest bonus. It's fine. But like the login reward is a crucial thing though. Oh man, I feel so bad.
You have to log in every day for login rewards?
Yeah, I don't get to have the legendary card pack.
That's the real FOMO, actually.
Yeah, that's the real
That's the
FOMO.
real
Do you guys really feel that? Wow, okay. Yeah, it's interesting.
You don't?
Fuck
Like
no,
the
no.
daily logins.
No, unless it's a
He doesn't
skin.
care
If it's a
about-
skin, if
yeah.
it's a skin, I want it. If it's a rare skin, but if it's like, dude, I'm just gonna
Legendary
fucking.
card pack.
I'm gonna open up.
Legendary
I'm gonna.
card
I'm gonna
pack,
open
though.
up Zinnervale, and then I'm gonna be like, you know what I mean? I logged in 30 days for an RNG chance to get Zinnervale. Like, you know what I mean? It's gonna be Kakul Saydon. Like, if it was a selectable, but it's like, dude, like, I'm not gonna be unhappy about my experience doing things I don't want to do for a Zinnervale, because then it feels worse, right? Like, doesn't that arguably feel worse? You work all
But
this hard.
Zinnervale
Zinnervale.
is useful though. It became useful, when the Elgasia content comes out. It becomes useful. You have to, fully awaken it.
I have 12 Kakul Saydons. You know what Kakul Saydon is? Yeah. Too many of them. Okay, just curious if you guys, because you, with all the dailies and stuff like that, if you feel a little bit more burned out and stuff, just because you're waiting for stuff to do. But it doesn't seem like you guys get too much of it.
No, I don't get the burnout feeling. Not yet.
Yeah.
But you played BDO. There's a lot of grinding in BDO, right?
Ooh, 12 hours a day at least.
So you're just built diff, huh?
Yeah,
Wow.
dude, I'm sweat lord, dude. I am sweaty.
Holy.
I mean, you
Yeah.
fucking have the 11 characters. Goddamn, that's a shitload.
Yeah.
But it is probably fun for you in your chat, right? Because that's kind of the vibe in your stream.
Dude, yeah. That's why I want to push more characters so I can raid with my chat more. Yeah.
Ooh.
Nice. Ellie, Chad, Steve's Gigas. All right. Anyway, so what do you guys think about class staggering? Okay. What do you guys? You brought it up earlier, Jenny, and I haven't actually talked about this concept before because it's already what we're getting, but I know that you said you felt the pacing of the classes was fine, and that's okay. There's gonna be some really angry like summoner person in stream that's like, that's fucked up, Jenny. I want to play summoner. But what do you guys think about the class pacing? Because I thought about it a lot, and it's like, it is fucking weird that like at the pace it'll take fucking months for some of these classes to come out. But at the same time, I understand why they do it. It's like to keep giving consistent stuff to look forward to. If you just release it all at once, there's nothing to really look forward to, and then it's a marketing move. So just, what do you honestly think about it? Do you understand it? Or do you think it's a mistake by them and they should give out classes faster?
I actually wanted to play Summoner really bad.
Me too.
They had it in the alpha test and the beta test, which I played Summoner for both, and I really enjoyed the class. But then once they released it, and I'm just like, where is it? Where is it? So that's why I'm a little bit
But
let
it's
down.
fucked up because they just took it away. Like,
Exactly.
if you actually were supposed to play Summoner, you got so fucked because you were playing it and then they took it away and then it's not out yet. Like, that is a little shady. For at least the case of Summoner. Sorry, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
For me, I'm not really looking forward to any class outside of artists, and they said that's not coming out anytime soon, so it doesn't really affect me. Even if they didn't make that announcement, though, I am aware that there are a lot of classes still that need to come out, and I'm okay with the stagger, to be honest. I think if we got all the classes out at once, then what's out there to look forward to? I feel like we'll have everything, and we'll just have to wait a whole year to get another Legion Raid like Korea just did. I don't know. I'm okay with the pacing, to be honest. I'm probably in the small minority here thinking this, but I'm okay. I'm okay with the stagger. Every 2 months for a new class, yeah. Could it be a little faster? Yeah, I wouldn't mind, the cut a little bit, but I'm okay with it. But I'm biased because I'm not really looking forward to any other class, so I'm a little biased.
A class every month, though, like, it actually, when I say it out loud, it does seem really fast. I know that, but then, so it sounds really fast. When you say a class every month, it's like, oh, like I actually skipped over Destroyer because I just got done making Lance Master, I remember at the time. But then if I say if someone says it's gonna take like 8 months or something for you to get like X, Y, or Z class, I'm like, oh, that feels really far. So it's just like, I don't know. Yeah. It's like in between. But they're obviously doing it because they want to like have content to release, so, like things to get people excited about. There are some people that will say classes aren't content though, so I don't know.
But it is though.
It is though, right?
Yeah, it is.
It is though. Yeah, it is. It is.
There's like some people that form. Yeah, they are. It is content. It's literally like that. I feel like that's the biggest content for any game. When a new class comes out, people come back and try the new class. How is that not content?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Okay. All right. This is going to be a spicy topic. Okay. So I'm going to give it to you, Ellie, first, even though class hate. And so they wanted me to ask you why you don't like Berserkers.
I hate them.
What the fuck? What the fuck, man?
I hate
no.
berserkers. I hate
Oh,
berserkers.
no.
I hate arcanas. I hate every class. Ooh, if you play a class that I don't play, I fucking hate you in your class. No, to be honest with you,
Oh.
I think people read too much into it. I'm a content creator. I'm here to entertain
I was
you.
just fucking around, by the way. Okay.
I'm here to content create. I'm here to make you mad, make you laugh, make you have a good time. If you take me too serious, you fucked up, bro. I am here. I'm playing a fucking cartoon on your screen. How are you taking me serious? Like, I get that a lot. I get that a lot. Like, people come to my stream really. Dude, I have quotes. I have quotes of salty players literally sliding their greasy fingers on their keyboard, typing, I hate you because I picked Zerker and you hate Zerker. I'm like, dude, you think I actually hate a class in a video game? You're stupid. Like, no. I just do this because they give me content. These bozos come to my stream really mad and it makes me happy. So hey, I'm gonna continue to do it. If you get your feelings hurt, come to my stream. Drop a follow.
Damn. Damn.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I honestly don't hate any class. And if you go back in any of my VODs, I take anything. I do first come, first serve. Literally. If you apply first, whatever class you apply on, I'm taking you. The only exception, and this one's gonna hurt a little bit, is DPS Paladin. The only exception
Damn,
is DPS Paladin.
Wow.
Look, but hey, you know what?
You wouldn't play
I
with
would play
mine?
with you whatever class you play.
Wow.
Only you though.
Wow. Okay. The exception there.
Yeah.
All right.
Only you.
That was funny. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm curious because this topic about gatekeeping, and it seems like you don't gatekeep at all.
No,
right?
at all. Not at all. Anybody in my stream can vouch for me. I do first come, first serve. When an Arcana queues up, I give them a good look, but I still take them.
What about you,
Yeah.
Jenny? It's your first time really playing this raiding experience. You talked about this like hyper obsessive min-maxy vibe that you've experienced lately. What do you think about? Do you notice it at all? Do you see it in chat? Do you see people in chat shitting on other classes, talking negatively about other classes, gatekeeping, making fun of your build? Any of this like obsession with classes in Lost Ark? Do you see that at all?
I mean, like, I feel like the ongoing meme is that everyone hates berserkers, but personally, honestly, I don't really care. If I'm like, say I'm doing like Argos on all of my characters, like if you have like decent engravings, decent gems, I kind of feel like you know what you're doing. That's good enough for me. Honestly, that's good enough for me. But I don't know. I guess some people are. Oh, team synergy though. That could be really important. But because it's Argos, it's kind of like it's an alt thing to do.
But
so
do
I
you
don't
guys
really
actually
mind it.
notice? Do you guys actually notice berserkers die a lot? Is that a thing you see?
The mayhem ones?
Is it actually a thing that you see?
Sometimes.
No, I don't.
Depends.
For me personally, I don't see. I think it's pretty equal. I just think there's more berserker players out there. Like every time you put up a party finder, there's like 2 or 3 berserkers on the top
Yeah.
5. It's just more of them, but I don't think they die more than a gunslinger.
Yeah.
Oh no.
The thing. The
I
reason,
have my personal experience about that. Yeah.
oh, what is it? Share it.
When I was first trying, like Braille Hard 5.6, first trying, I told you I spent like 100 hours, literally 100 hours. So I had berserkers, a lot of berserkers. During the 100 hours, they were all just dying. But at the same time, I know Vinny. I have Vinny as my good friend, you know? Vinny is the number 1 Zerker in
Yeah.
Korea.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's so good. But yeah, the point is he's good at every classes that he plays. So it doesn't mean that Berserker Berserker is a good class, but like I have a personal experience, but I still don't gatekeep Berserkers. But every other players around me in KR, they actually gatekeep Berserkers a lot in KR.
They
So,
do.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what happens in NA, but like on KR, Berserkers are
even
getting
after
kicked.
even after the buff change to red dust, because that was a lot of it, right? It was the red dust change with
Yeah,
their,
there was a lot of it. Yeah,
so
it got better. Yeah, it got better. But before that, it was like serious. It was serious problem. Yeah,
yeah, because of red
before
dust.
that.
For
Mhm.
NA though, I don't. It used to be Berserkers, but since the release of Arcana, that is the most gatekeep class in North America.
Berserker,
Ah, really?
No,
Arcana?
Arcana.
why
Yeah.
do you think that?
I think because they're hyper expressed, they're pushed really fast, and you got a lot of these players that don't know how to really play the class properly, and they don't have the gear or the engraving, so they go into parties and make, they poop all over the place. Now, granted, there are some very amazing Arcanas out there, but for the most part, we're still dealing with a lot of people that don't know what they're doing with their class. So
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
in NA, there's a lot of like gatekeeping for Arcanas, more so than Zerkers, I think. Yeah. But it used to be Berserkers for sure.
I just like, it came out of nowhere. I feel like the reason why I'm asking, but then I also hear some like weird shit. Where Berserker, dude, there's like Berserker players in the goddamn YouTube comments in some of these videos. Like, Stoopzz, we need help. I can't get into groups. No one wants to invite me. And the weird shit, dude. Before this game came out, the community was like, "Oh, like Lost Ark's a totally balanced game. Like, you can play whatever you want. Just play what's fun." Like, that's literally the advice anyone would give you. And then these min-max Andes came out of nowhere, dude. It became insane. Like, so what I wanted to talk about is a few things. This game used to have this, like Final Fantasy, like there's no tier list culture. This game used to be like a no tier list culture and like play what you want culture. But the weird part about this is like we don't like tier lists, but then we people exclude based on class. Like it's like this weird, I don't know what kind of vibe we even are. Everyone's so obsessed with like what build are you playing? Are you playing why are you playing Igniter? Why are you playing Reflux?
True.
You know what I mean? Like why are you playing dude, when I was playing Control Lance Master, I got so much shit from like, why are you playing Control? Like you should be Pinnacle. And then I was playing BT. When I was playing BT Zerker, everyone's giving me shit for it. And now everyone, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's such a weird vibe for a community that doesn't want tier lists. They don't like this, but then
They actually
Yeah.
force you to.
but they force
play
you. But
certain
they force you to
characters.
play certain.
Yeah.
It's like, it's so, it doesn't make any sense.
I think the people that want the tier list are those gatekeepers. I think the people that want the tier list, I think the people that want the DPS meters, I think the people that want, these are like I don't know, they feel happy because they got their fucking buses in Helton mode, and now they feel like they can go around and, I don't know, they got this ego trip about them. Woo, you cleared Vykas hard mode on 3 characters. You pimp, man. I don't know. I don't personally take that. I take whoever comes first. I mean, if they keep fucking up the mechanics, then yeah, they get removed. But for the most part, I don't know, dude. I think those are the ones that want the tier list. The gatekeepers. They want the tier list. They want the DPS meters. They want just, I don't know, be elitist. Yeah.
Anyone else?
I don't think tier lists make sense. Because if the game is constantly being balanced, doesn't that mean that the tier list is always changing? And if the tier list is always changing, then order doesn't matter that much. At least that's how I think of it. If you say this class sucks because it's this class, maybe it's not the class. Maybe it's the person playing it.
Let them know.
Yeah, it could
True,
be the
true,
person.
true,
Like, what if they just suck at the game? I'm not talking about like Chaos Dungeon. I'm talking about raids. What if they just suck at the game and they're blaming it on the class? It could be that too. That's why people do ask a lot. Like, what do I play? Oh, should I play this? Is shock or taijutsu better as a scrap? I'm just like, relax. Take a deep breath. Just try it out because you're gonna spend hours with this character. You better like what they provide. That's what I think.
Anyway, the reason I brought it up is because there are people that use DPS meters in Lost Ark, and there's a DPS logs website that's being launched in like 7 days. So we're gonna actually see a lot of like performance-based stuff on the NA version. And
is this by Smilegate or
no,
Amazon?
no,
or
but it's like how FF had it. They're gonna It's the same maker, I think I've heard. And the thing is, I don't disagree with you. I personally, someone said in chat, I like DPS meters. I don't care if they exist or not, but I'd rather have them in our game than have people exclude based on what they've been told by somebody else. So what I mean by that is like, oh, like Control Lance Master sucks. Well, how the fuck do you know that? You actually don't even know if it sucks. Like you have there's no evidence anywhere that it's bad. Just somebody told it to you, so then you think it sucks, right? And then just like, or like we don't actually know how bad certain classes are, but we exclude based on what other people say. But then if you actually had the evidence, then that would make sense, right? So it's like, it just feels weird with our culture. It's like people are so, it's not just a tier list. People are so focused on the most optimal build, the right thing to play, what does the most damage. But then at the same time, we're a culture like, oh, we don't want DPS meters. So it's just like, I would get it if it was a very like cool, chill, like fuck it, play what you want community, but that's not how a lot of players treat other players, right? They're hyper fixated on what gems or your engraving's perfect, etc. And I don't know if you're wrong or right for doing that. So I guess I'll start with you. Uoony. What do you think about player DPS meters that are in our version currently? It's not regulated by Smilegate. Obviously, it's third party. It's not allowed, but it's the same thing in Final Fantasy, and there's going to be a logs website. What do you think about that?
Oh, I don't think I personally. This is my personal opinion.
Yeah, of course.
I
There's
don't
no wrong
think they
opinion.
should have those kind of thing. Because this market is gonna definitely ban that kind of stuff. Yeah, just don't use it. I'm so nervous because they are gonna ban the account that ever used. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but they really hate that kind of DPS meter stuff. So yeah, like in KR we used to have that kind of a. It was kind of add-on thing, from WoW. We had that kind of program that we can see actually how much DPS we did, and those kind of stuff. We used to have it, but like they all got banned, perma-banned at all. Like anybody who ever used that program for once, they got perma-banned. So I don't want to lose my account because I spent a lot of money and time in this.
Well, of course, yeah.
So yeah, nobody is gonna want your account to be perma-banned. So yeah, I don't recommend you to use it.
I think what people are saying is that on NA it's regulated a lot different. Are you worried, Uoony, that like what if like the data from NA comes out and then then it gets shared everywhere? Are you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I don't really like that too. Yeah, I don't really like that too because they banned the DPS meter for reasons. I think, yeah, and obviously they have pros and cons anyways, but like we can see it definitely. But they thought the Smartgate thought that cons are a lot bigger than pros, right? So that's why they banned the DPS meters and things. So I don't really want to share the meters things in NA. Anyways, it's gonna be different though. Yeah, the meter is not gonna be correct. Do you know what I mean? Because it's gonna depend on the player's, fingers. Anyways, it's gonna depend on player's finger. It's not about the performance of the classes, but it depends on a lot much more the player's fingers. It's just that we had a kind of experiment on the KR as well. So yeah,
it's a very touchy topic. I was talking about it in my chat earlier, and people get very very upset about it. So I'm just curious, Elly, what do you think about DPS meters and this our culture in general in Lost Ark?
I can see the benefit of having something tracking your DPS. It helps you as a player, better your rotation, better yourself. So if these DPS meters were only left at that would be awesome. That would be great. We can keep track of our own progress, do good, make ourselves better. However, though, that is obviously not what's going to be used to. It's going to be used to belittle somebody else who is not playing their class optimally, which really kind of sucks for people. There will be a lot more gatekeeping. There will be a lot more negativity in the community. There will be a lot worse things. Say there is a class that's unbalanced.
True.
You think that class is going to ever get in the party again? No, because we can see now. So we have a rough guess now, but we don't have concrete, evidence. But like once these DPS meters come out, I feel like it's going to hurt the game a lot more. There's going to be a lot more
Mhm,
egos,
mhm,
a
mhm,
lot more people gatekeeping, a lot more
mhm, mhm,
negativity and toxicity in the community.
mhm,
It
mhm.
already happens with the MVP screen, right? So it's just, I feel it's going to be worse. So just to avoid that, if I had my vote on adding them or not, I would say if they were for you and your eyes only, your damage, yes. But if it's showing other people's performances as well, I think I wouldn't. I'm not okay with that. Yeah,
Chat's
I think it
saying
would add more negativity.
Chat's saying yes, Stoopzz, but I asked her opinion. What about because we were talking about it earlier, I'll share it at the end. What do you think, Jenny?
I don't really see a point to it unless, like, say you're trying to set up different types of builds and you want to see which one works for you. So, like, the scarecrows and Maple Story, you can kind of test out what you should use or how much did your damage increase with certain buffs. I get that, and I basically just agree with Ellie, but at the same time, like, the game is more co-op than you think. I feel like I feel like at the end of the day, like a DPS check is very different from doing mechs. If you have high DPS, you can't do the mechs, you still can't finish the raid.
True.
Mhm.
I think there's more teamwork than to see how much damage you can do to a very static boss that is spawned in a room.
Got it.
Yeah.
I think what they need here is not DPS meter. We need practice mode for us. Yeah, for us to actually see how we progress. We need practice mode for raids, but only you only can solo enter, and then you can see your
It's a good
DPS,
idea.
and you can see you can see how you do the stuff at the mechanic, and you can see how much damage you do from the whole raid, and then you can compare that to other builds and things
Yeah.
that you can apply for the other with gems or with whatever, like engravings that you want. We need practice mode, not
Yeah.
the DPS mode.
Hmm.
DPS meter, yeah, it's not the thing that we need.
Yeah, especially for things that you can only enter once, right? Once a week. You
Yeah,
mess up.
it sucks. Yeah, it just
Yeah.
sucks. We need a Trixian version of the raid, actually.
Yes.
I was just gonna share, because we were talking about it earlier, and I think some people, I don't give a shit whether they add DPS meters into the game or not. I just think that it's extremely ironic that, like, I think if you don't want DPS meters, I think what happens is some people have had bad experiences with DPS meters, right? Like they get shit on because their damage is either low or high, or it makes the game more toxic for them. But ultimately, I feel like then don't exclude other people based on their class, right? If you don't want to know what people are actually doing, then you're excluding based on nothing. You don't know how little damage someone's even doing. You literally don't even know. The MVP system is terrible. So you don't know how much damage a class is doing, right?
Yeah.
So it's like if you're going to play the game like that, but then you don't want to know what the actual numbers are, then fuck off. Like that's my take. If you're going to be cool about it and like fuck it, dude, like we can clear the content, doesn't matter. All good. Right? But if you're going to be nitpicky based on what data, you don't even have any data. It's all made up bullshit that you heard from some tier list or that you read on some Inven post or some Korean player told you from KR. Even the KR players don't even know. Right? You just see like posted like some dude doing a 2-minute sim on a dummy with an Esther 8 weapon, and that class is busted. Or Benji says something. But my whole point is if you don't want to know the actual numbers, then what are you doing? Right? It's one or the other, right? You got to choose like how you're going to play the game, in my opinion. I don't actually give a shit if they add it or not. Because for me, it's whatever. I have a fucking DPS paladin. So like, now I play sharpshooter, I have a DPS paladin. Like, I want to do more damage, but I don't really give a fuck. But like, it's just these other. I think at the end of the day, it's like, it's how you got to choose, right? Because people right now, the people in our game, they're very exclusive based on your engraving setup, your build, how you should do stuff. But then you play the culture like it's a DPS meter culture, but then you don't want one. And so I think that for me is the hypocritical part.
Yeah, I see your point, but ultimately, I think it would cause. It's just giving another tool to the egos out there that are going to
The
gatekeep.
bullies.
Now they have more to go on.
Yeah.
Personally,
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I think again, like I don't think anybody's wrong. It's not like I don't fucking design games or anything like that. Like I think anyone's opinion on it is. I would like the Intrixian room to be improved though. I feel like it'd be nice to know, like what my own personal thing in the room. I think it'd be nicer not just to have like an overall thing, but to know what my ability breakdowns. I don't think that's hurtful either, but
Yeah.
Also, to touch on that DPS meter thing, I mean, it already exists. It's already out there. People already have those things, so people already use them right now in our version that we have.
yeah, they're definitely they're out.
And it's only growing in popularity. Like it's going to continue to grow, and more people are going to use it, like they did in Final Fantasy 14. In Final Fantasy 14, it is an unspoken rule. You can use DPS meter as long as you don't insult somebody based off that meter. If you type in chat, "Hey, your DPS was this. Why?" You're gonna get banned. You
That's
can't.
so mean, yeah.
You can't bully people based off the DPS meter in Final Fantasy 14. Yeah.
Huh. That's interesting. I actually didn't know. I know I've seen it before.
Yeah.
I know I've seen like when I was like playing the game for a little bit. I know I've seen that before. So
Yeah, I've if you get reported, you'll get your account banned. Because it's an unspoken rule, right? Everybody kind of plays with it. But as long as you are not treating it like as a tool to like put somebody down, then you're nobody's going to come after you.
but I don't know if we could have an unspoken rule like that in our. I don't know okay. Has anyone pugged at all? The problem is what is the average pug experience? Is it toxic? I don't know, man. I really don't know anymore. Before I used to pug a lot in games, but now I'm just on stream, so like no one's gonna say anything. Is it toxic?
Yeah.
Like on NA?
It's 50-50.
Yeah.
I don't really know. I've
I
not
don't know.
really pugged, so I don't pug all that much, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes it gets toxic, sometimes it gets pretty nice. It goes the same on KR too, I
Dude,
think, yeah.
there was a group though that I did it. It was late at night, and I thought I was making a viewer group, and it turned out to just be a bunch of guys that didn't know that I was streaming or anything. And I got this fucking blade in a Valtan, and this son of a bitch came in with 0 gems, and I was like, dude, 0, like no gems, and I was like, at first I said, "Hey man, I don't know if you know this, but you didn't bring any gems. You're not wearing any gems." He's like, "I don't need gems for an alt run." And that was the first time I ever didn't feel bad about the cute dog stop the raid me. I'm like, stop the raid. I literally I just left because I was like, and then he came back with full level 7s, but yeah, that shit pissed me off kind of.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was a toxic pug experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that kind of thing never happened to me though. Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty common, and like I think if I've done 5 pugs, if I've done 10 pugs, I probably had maybe 2-3 people that are like run their mouths. Yeah. But so it's not too bad, I guess. But I don't pug all that much.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have a couple more questions. It's been about 2 hours. I feel bad for a couple more, but yeah, that went by super fast. Okay.
Hey, you don't have to worry.
Yeah.
You have good questions.
I mean, I feel like
Has it been already like
I'm
2 hours?
chilling,
Wow.
it's been 2 hours and 12
me
minutes. Yeah,
too.
that was fast. I don't know. That went by really fast. I feel like did I press the record button at the right time? But, Okay, well, I want to ask you guys a couple more questions about you, and then just whatever, anything else you guys wanted to chat about. But
Yeah.
I wanted to say that, I know some of you guys are. I mean, I've been streaming for that sounds so fucking bad. 5 years. I feel so old when I say that.
What?
Yeah, dude, 5 years, man. I'm streaming for 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's not old.
That is old, man. 5 years.
That's not old.
That means you start
Congrats.
early. Yeah.
Yeah, you just started early.
Nah, it's just old. I'm old. Anyway,
I don't think you are.
They tell me I'm like 49 years old every day.
Well, yeah. I met you in person. This is like, it's you're not old.
Not old.
Well, thank you for the compliment. But you guys are, I guess, so Elly, you're like relatively new, I don't know, newish to me is like a couple years because it takes a while to kind of, but all of you guys are doing really good. You guys should be really proud of yourselves. You're doing a really great job on Twitch and streaming and growing your audience, and you have really fun streams, which is why I wanted you guys to come out here. You guys have been doing really well, and you should be super excited about your growth. If you haven't checked them out, by the way, chat, you should definitely go check out any of them. They're all great streamers and have fun communities. But I just wanted to ask you, what are some of the struggles you've experienced streaming? I'm really curious because, when I was going through the early phases too, it was really fucking stressful. So I'm just curious if you have any struggles or any things that you'd like to share about your experience in general with streaming. I know you shared your Lost Ark experience, but we'll start with you, Jenny. Anything that you want to share, or it's for me mostly people listening to, but I'm just curious.
I feel like when I first started streaming, the hardest thing was building up streaming stamina. Because when you first start off, you have like the usual Twitch bots in chat. You're kind of just talking to yourself the whole time. And you have no one really chatting, and
That's the hardest part.
You feel crazy. You feel crazy.
Yeah.
You're just like, okay, well, I'm gonna do this now, and I'm gonna do that. Like, you literally sound insane. So that was my hardest part. Like, when I first started streaming, I couldn't go past 2 hours. I felt so tired. But then slowly, as things start rolling, it gets easier. And I've also noticed I don't really talk a lot IRL. Because I'm generally a shy person, but it's easier when it's on a screen. I don't know why. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep,
so
makes
I
sense.
feel like slowly I felt more confident about it. And, at first I don't want to offend anyone. I'm scared that if I say something and they don't like it, they're going to leave. Like, I'll never get to where I
dude,
want to be on Twitch.
I remember that.
Yeah,
I still
so
do.
you're
I
just like,
still see
"Oh."
streamers that I still see, like, I can tell, dude. I'll watch them and they don't want to ban somebody because they're worried about, like,
It's like,
if I ban them,
what will
I'm
they
losing
think?
I'm losing viewers if I'm banning it, or not being mean to the viewers. But then as I got older, I realized, man, fuck those people too. They're gonna make my stream worse. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll just use them for
True.
content and then just fucking kick their ass out because it's like they're gonna make my stream worse.
Yeah.
But that's interesting that you say
Sure.
sharing what you think. I used to think the same way because I definitely have some. I'm just trying to talk to you. I agree and just maybe not I don't want to say like word of advice, but just sharing some experiences with you.
Yeah.
I definitely have like takes that not everyone's gonna agree with for sure. You know what I mean? I know that, but I'd rather like be who I am and say how I feel about things than like make some fucking random bozo in the chat like think that. And honestly, dude, if I disagree with everything everyone says, then it's boring. You know what I mean? Like if I'm like, oh yeah, cool. That's what everyone says. But if I say something different, it might annoy somebody, but they'll probably stay a bit longer. And maybe they'll want to chat with me and I think it's good that not everyone agrees. It's the spice of life. So share what you have to share.
And it's like if you keep trying to be polite to them and then you keep filtering, but that you're just gearing yourself towards like, oh, every time people will expect you to have that reaction. And then you feel like you won't be able to show your true personality. So that took a while for me to really be like, how can I roast someone just right so they understand where I'm coming from? But obviously, if they're way out of line, like sometimes people come into my chat and say some weird ass disgusting stuff. Like now I don't even react anymore. I've got a poker face for that. I just ban them. It is what it is. I just ban them.
Nice. Rip Bozo.
Nice.
Rip Bozo.
Yeah.
What about you, Elly? What are some experiences you've had? What are some experiences you've had? Any struggles, difficulties you've had streaming, things that you've encountered? I'm just curious, you know, since
Yeah.
you've seen a lot of growth and you're doing really well, so I'm just curious what, you know. Yeah.
Well,
Anything you're
where
comfortable
do I
sharing.
begin?
Oh shit, okay.
Where do I begin? Let me bring out my notes. Here. Hold on. Well, first of all, my hair keeps falling off, so
Oh.
no, I'm just kidding.
What the fuck? I've actually never seen that before.
So what happened? Struggles streaming. I don't know, dude. I guess when I first started streaming, I didn't really take this too serious, and I still kind of don't. That sounds really weird, but hold on, I'll try to clear my point. I kind of just started streaming to help friends, you know, learn stuff about games. I never took this as like a job, you know. It was just a hobby and like growing with my friends and playing games. And then I blinked and I was applying for partnership, and I was like, and I got it, and I was like, wait, what? And then people started spending money on me, and I'm like, dude, I have a real responsibility now. I can't have people spend money on me. So I guess one of my biggest struggles, and sometimes like I've questioned it, it's like this whole like they want to see my face, and they want to see me, and it's kind of weird because dude, I hang out in dudes stream every fucking day. Guys that don't have a camera either. They not once get that question. They don't get, hey, why no cam? Hey, where's your cam? Hey, they don't do that. Hey, how do you look? They don't get none of that. And this is before I even had a VTubing avatar too, because I'm new to VTubing. I'm like, since at the release of Lost Ark is when I pretty much got my model VTubing. That's when I started VTubing, the release of Lost Ark. So it's like I've had to experience this all the time. It's always weird because, well, dude, like guys don't get those questions, right? Like guys don't get
Mhm.
maybe you receive one every now and then.
Sure,
But
it's definitely I definitely get some, but it's not if I'm like not doing
Yeah.
like for example, like what's his name? Foz. When I want to know what the Foz looked like when he's a fucking when Foz's ass is a god when Foz is a goddamn cat. I'm like, what the fuck does Foz? That's what I want. But I totally get what you're saying. I'm on the same page. It's not to the same extent.
I definitely
yeah.
think it's a lot worse.
For sure. I get it.
Yeah.
So I mean, aside from that, dude, I don't know. Like I kind of shrug it off now. I'm like, I'm the captain of my own ship, and I can roll in the dirt with I can roll with the punches, as they say, right? I am not afraid to speak my mind. I take no shit from anybody. I am ruthless. So yeah. Aside from that like, initial thing, I don't think I've had it pretty hard. I think it's honestly, I'm very fortunate. I'm very, very lucky, and I cannot sit here and pretend that I've had a rough time. I know people have had it way worse, so I'm very lucky, very, very lucky. Yeah.
Got it. Uoony, what about you? Anything you want to share in the time that you've been streaming? Any struggles, things you've had to overcome doing it, things that would bother you?
Oh yeah, like I had that kind of stuff bothering me pretty much like an hour ago. I mean a year ago. Like, you know, those things that I get to way too close to the chat, and then they get to DM me. They get to know my address. They get to come to see my in front of my door, and they get to you know call me in the middle of the night and this kind of thing. I was naive and things, yeah, but like yeah, this kind of experience happens to almost every Korean streamers, I think, yeah. But like yeah, I overcame and I moved on, and then that was like serious struggle that I had. But after that, it's pretty much okay. It's been okay, and then Yeah. This kind of thing happens in like KR stream, community, and it's whoa, yeah, true. I mean, yeah, I don't know why, but they really want to meet the streamer that they really like. Yeah, I understand, and yeah, I understand and I respect, but still, it's a crazy to have something
So
like
people
that.
don't
Yeah.
have boundaries sometimes.
Yeah, people don't have
Right?
boundaries sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah.
They just want to give, meet you in person. They want to have dinner or lunch or anything together. Like, sometimes that. But like, other than that, that was like crazy experience that I had when I, started streaming. But other than that, I don't know. It's like, yeah, it's been really okay. It's been, yeah, I'm pretty lucky as well to get to
Do you ever
have.
feel like you can't share too much because it's scary? Do you know what I mean?
Obviously, yeah. I think,
Yeah.
but like, I don't like to put my face cam on because of that experience, and that kind of thing happened. Like, but it's been a year, so I overcame. I just forgot about it and moved on. But like, yeah, sometimes I get to deliver food a lot, right? What is it? I get to deliver food a lot, and I have mukbang a lot.
You get Uber
But
Eats.
sometimes,
You
yeah.
Yeah.
But like sometimes I have my address on the receipt, and then sometimes Cam sees it, right? So it's like I have to be really super careful not to show my address. Yeah,
Yeah.
because sometimes it happens. So yeah,
That's
I need
really
to protect
true.
myself. Yeah.
Have you ever
Yeah.
thought about VTubing?
I
Yeah.
honestly, like, technical issue I have to, like, my alert doesn't work. My stream alert doesn't work. I don't know how to fix it. And VTube, I think I'm gonna have a lot of technical issue as well if I ever start one.
Hey, if you
But
ever need any help, I got you.
Can you make
really, Ellie?
can you make
Really?
me one,
Yeah.
Ellie? Like, can you find
Well,
someone?
I'm not a.
Can you
I,
find
I
someone?
can I can hook you up
You
with
can
like
hook me
all
up
the
with a
stuff,
plug.
yeah?
You got the plug.
Yeah.
What if I just all of a sudden stopped using camera and just turned on?
VTube.
Dude, that would be, dude. It's so much freedom. Like, dude, there's an. I can't say this next word. Anonymity.
And
Anonymity.
Hey, you can't say it either.
Anomaly. And how the
Anonymity.
fuck do you say it?
Anonymity.
Anonymity.
Yeah. Like, yeah, it's such a freedom, dude. It's really good.
Yeah,
And
let
that's
me
one
ask.
of the
Can I
plus
ask you
sides.
about that? So, what is it like?
Oh, really? I'm really,
Yeah.
down to have a VTube
Because
thing.
I'm gonna be
Wow.
honest, right? So, should I share? Actually,
Go for it.
no.
Go
The
ahead.
question is towards you guys anyway.
Yeah.
Can you give me some insight on what it's, because I see Saint PNG, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I got these fucking lights on me, and it's like it's always hot, and like I have to like, I'm like shit. I mean, I don't know. Like I have to like, it's so much more chill. Not so. I'm curious. Like, is it still exhausting, Ellie, streaming? Because you have to like kind of still move, and like you're still like concerned about entertaining people with how you're looking, even though you're doing it through a virtual character. Does that make sense? Like you like move your eyes a lot. You know what I mean? It's not just completely nothing.
It's a different concern, but it's not the same one that you go through, or somebody else like having to present their face. You know, you have to get your hair done. You have to make sure nothing is out of place. I don't have to worry about that. I could, if I wanted
Just
to, I
roll
could just roll out of bed, put my hair in a messy bun, and let's go. It is different, but it's fun for me. Like, I get to be wacky, I get to be crazy, I get to do what I want because, well, if I did this with a camera, I'm gonna look like a fool, you know, bouncing around and moving, like I'm gonna look dumb.
You look like you're gonna look like me. You look like me.
Yeah, and I like it because when I do something crazy, like if I go bald or something, right? Like people go crazy and they like it. It's a reaction, and I get to play off of that. It's a different type of effect, dude. I really really like it.
Yeah.
Wow, you can do it. Wow, interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Got
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I look like
Oh my
Stoopzz a little
God.
bit, right?
What the fuck, man?
Yeah, man. Look at this. Look at this.
Ah, I like that. Because he got a lot of hairs though.
Yeah, yeah.
Damn. Got the Krillin dome going on right now.
Yeah.
So what is let me ask you, what are some things now that what are something that you would really like to improve about your stream or yourself or anything? What are some things that you'd like to improve, Jenny? Is there something that you've been wanting to improve, something that you'd want to change, just if you could? I'm curious.
Oh man. I mean,
There's got to be something on your mind, like I wish I could do this or change
I
this. Or...
always feel like, man, maybe I should be posting on YouTube or TikTok. But when I see TikTok, I feel like a boomer. Does that make sense? Like I feel old when I talk about TikTok. I'm like TikTok, like little kids doing dances and stuff. I feel old AF. And then at the same time, like although I really want to like do YouTube and stuff, I just can't find the time to. Honestly. Like I don't have the time to. But I would love to one day. You know, like people say, yeah, you can just like take your clips and you can put them together, put it on TikTok. It's really easy. And I'm just like, yeah, but you know, when you go to your daily job, you come home and then you scarf down your dinner and you start streaming.
Damn, you are so you're working
Oh,
and streaming
yeah.
too, man. I did that for almost 2 years. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's fucking hard. Especially
Yeah,
coming home and
yeah.
then coming home and then having energy. Do you ever stream after work?
Yeah. I work Monday to Saturday most of the time.
Wow.
So then
And then
So
you got
then,
this
like-
dickhead in your chat giving you shit or something afterwards. Yeah.
yeah, so
dude.
like sometimes like when I say stuff it can come off as like really mean, but it's mostly because I don't really feel like dealing with someone like that. So it's like, how do I find the balance to have enough energy after work? Because people don't come on Twitch to watch you be tired. They want to feel
True,
entertained.
true.
They want to feel happy. So how do I like generate enough energy to do so? So if you were to ask any of my IRL friends, they would honestly tell you, damn, after stream, I don't talk much at all. I'm kind of just sitting there doing the rest of my dailies. Just that's where all of my stamina goes. Work, eat dinner real quick, maybe take a nap, and then stream.
Wow.
That's what I do,
Yeah.
essentially. Yeah. What was the question again?
It was
You
sort of
can improve something, right?
yeah, improve. I mean, I don't mind. You can go. It was just like, what would you like to see improved in your stream? Thing that you went with YouTube, and then you're tired.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Yeah.
how you got. No, it's good.
I
This is what I
wish-
wanted,
yeah.
just to hear. I'm just really fucking curious because, I don't know, dude. Streaming is like a really lonely thing. You know what I mean? Kind of like you're like a little gremlin in your cave, and then you just like lurk in other streams and stuff like that. And so I'm just curious to hear what you guys have to share, and you know. Yeah.
I don't think it's lonely. I feel like people are, you know, interacting all the time. It might not feel like it when you first start off, because like I said, like you're talking to yourself. But you know, now I'm
See, dude,
I'm pretty happy. Yeah.
Well, I think if maybe you go to that's the benefit maybe going to work too. But when I turn off my stream, I feel stupid alone. I really do. I really do. I feel really alone. Like I'm all happy on my stream. I'm like, yo, what's going on, dude? Bye, guys. Goodbye. And then I press end stream, and I feel really alone afterwards. It's a shitty part of it. But that's just
Because
my own thing.
you don't have a chat to be like, oh, like what are they saying now? Like you turn off your stream and you realize a one-man show.
Now it's over.
And you're trying to make it work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do I do now? That's kind of what I feel like. But I'm tired. I can't keep streaming. I can't just always stream. Because if I always stream, I'm gonna be tired. I'm not gonna have energy, and then people only want to watch me because
Exactly.
I'm fucking, you
Yeah,
know.
the vibe that you.
Yeah,
you know.
that's what they want to watch. They don't want to watch me just be like, "What's up, guys?" They say yes, but that's not true, right? So,
Yeah.
they watch me to
Yeah.
be a clown. What about you, Ellie? What's something that you would love to improve, or, you know,
Um,
whether it be your stream or your own personal life? I don't know. I'm just curious. Yeah.
more stamina. I wish I can stream more and more and more. But when doing so, I already don't have a lot of time to myself because I stream a lot. I stream 7 days a week, at least 5 hours a day, 5 to 8 hours a day, 7 days a week. So what I would want to do is up that even more to like maybe 12 hours a day. I would be so happy if I
Oh.
can do that.
12.
Yeah, I don't know, like I
12
really like
hours?
it, dude. I love streaming, dude. And I love this. And I know that to touch on your loneliness thing, I get that. I get that a lot. Not I understand you where you're coming from because there was a point in my life where I streamed a lot and then everything was so energetic, right? Like whoop whoop zip zapping, yeah, I'm fuck your dad, all the good stuff. And then when I end my stream, everything's quiet. It's lonely. It feels depressing.
That's exactly what I feel
So
like. Yeah.
I felt that very early on, and I knew I needed to bump up my hours. So gathered my mods. I opened my little Discord where it's private for me and them and some of my VIPs. And I put this plan into motion early on because I didn't want that lonely feeling. So I have not a second in my life to feel lonely. I
You just hang out with
start my
them.
stream. I start my stream. I end my stream, go straight into comms with them, and they're there with me all day, all night, and then do it all over again the next day. I have like no time
That's
to be
great.
lonely.
Yeah, but now my Discord's just filled with a bunch of bozos. It's like 30 of them playing fucking like like my Discord's just filled. They have their own little fucking. Go to my Discord. They're in it right now. If I pull this
Oh, I
fucking shit,
know.
up, they're
I
not.
know.
They're like
Well,
before
if
it's like a couple of them, but now they're all just playing fucking Valorant and shit. Oh, what's up, Stoopzz? Like, they don't even give a shit that I come in to say. Yeah.
If I suggest something, maybe get a little handful and make yourself a little private room. And hang out.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. It's good advice.
Ah.
Anything else, or is that longer
Um,
hours was your answer? Anything else? You
Yeah,
need?
longer hours, more stamina, more streaming. Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Uoony?
Yeah, for me, I would like to have a more consistent stream time. I stream like 17 hours, 12 hours a day, and then I just straight take off like 2 days of stream. Like it's kind of crazy to follow up for chat to follow me, and it's gonna be a little crazy. I need to be a little more regular, consistent. Yeah. And then, yeah, I would like to have a VTube thing as well as an improvement. I need to talk to Ellie probably later. But I mean, yeah, I was thinking about like having face cam or VTubing. But I thought VTubing kind of stuff is gonna be cost a lot more. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how much it's cost.
You could
So
put a little bit aside here and there. That's what I did. I just
yeah.
started saving up and yeah.
Mm.
Fuck it, dude.
Yeah. Anyways,
I'm gonna VTube too. I don't want to fucking. I just want to roll out of bed in my goddamn underwear and just say fuck it, dude. And I can say whatever, dude. The problem is people already know what I look like. I can't even hide it, dude. I can just be some jacked fucking. I can just talk as much shit to you. You can talk mad shit behind that thing, dude. No one's gonna ever see me. Fuck, man. I need to get on that, dude. I need to get on that.
I don't know. I feel like Ellie has one of the coolest VTubers I've seen.
yeah, yeah,
Honestly.
me too. Yeah,
It's
me too.
like
I think so.
it's impressive. It's freaking
Yeah,
impressive.
yeah.
Thank you.
Like I wish I had that. I've been You know, sometimes I also just don't want to be on camera. You know what I do, Stoopzz? I turned into like a Giga Chad potato.
I literally I hosted you one
I've
time and
seen that.
you're a goddamn potato. I was like, what the fuck did I just fucking? It was like a brotato. I was like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, it's a potato with a six-pack.
Holy shit! I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta get like a VTubing snail or some shit. I don't know. Something fucking.
Oh yeah, why not try? Let's try.
That would be fun. I obviously can't. I can't do it all of a sudden, but you know, that is something that's really cool that you can kind of just do whatever you want and focus more on just being entertaining.
Yeah. I would like to have a face cam or a VTube thing. Like I want to try both. Probably. I don't know. But I mean, yeah, I want to do that. And need to have a consistent stream schedule. It's like crazy.
Yeah,
I stream like
you gotta find
20 hours.
find something that's consistent and manageable for you, like something that you can do, you know? But consistency does help for sure, because people kind of get in the routine of waking up like, oh, and they see you when they wake up, or they go to bed and they catch you, and that's kind of important.
Are you guys all full-time streamers?
Yeah.
Oh. That's insane.
I used to have a job. Yeah, I used to have a job though.
Oh.
Quit my job and try to be full-time here.
That's a big change.
Yeah, I did the same.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I did the same thing, but I don't know, dude. Sometimes I'm envious, man. I'm envious of people that have I miss seeing people at work. I know that sounds so, you know, when you're at your job, you fucking probably hate it, but I miss seeing people. I miss seeing people at work, man. Like you just get to like see your colleagues and shit. It's such a nice feeling. So, yeah,
True.
I don't know.
But you have us as a colleague, you know.
Yeah,
True.
that
That's
is
true.
that is true. I go into different chats and stuff like that.
Are you an extrovert, Stoopzz?
I'm
Extroverted?
I like to recharge by being like I don't want to go out to recharge. I want to stay home and like get some food and watch a movie, but I'm definitely not shy to talk to anybody. Yeah.
Okay.
Why do you ask?
I don't know, because you say you miss the interaction of
Oh,
like
I
being
love
at a
seeing people.
job.
Yeah, dude, I love seeing
Yeah.
fucking, you know,
I can't.
Oh, you don't like it?
I don't like the less of physical interaction I have with people, or the less people, the better for me. Yeah.
Yeah, huh.
Mhm.
I'm very good, and I'm a very good hostess, and when I'm put on the spot, I can perform, but I'd rather not do that. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, I had some other smaller questions, but that's, you know, this has been 2 hours and 40 minutes. Dude, what did we even talk about today? What
But like we've been setting the cameras and things for 30
No,
minutes.
but I
at
didn't
least.
press record for a while, I think, right?
Oh really?
What the?
2 hours, and
it's
what
been-
did we even
been-
talk? Did we even talk about?
It's really fast.
What the
Yeah,
fuck did we even
that's
talk about? I
A
don't-
lot of things
A lot?
about
Yeah,
Lost
yeah.
Ark. Yeah,
A lot of things.
about
Yeah,
Lost
yeah, yeah.
Ark
Wow.
and about us. But we didn't really hear from you though, Stoopzz.
Yeah.
Well, my job is you're not supposed to hear from me. It's about you guys talking to me. I try to talk as little. Dude, by the way, I just want to say something right now. It is so hard for me to like not want to chime in when you guys say stuff because I love talking, but I also love listening. I'm just an active listener. Does that make sense? I like to like engage in conversation, but I don't want to like cut people
I'm
off.
actually curious how you would answer the question about what would you want to improve from your stream and your streams?
Oh, that's a hard question. Holy shit. What would I want to improve about my own stream? Like, I first of all would like to be less anxious. I'm always like so concerned about. I know it's like I'm so concerned about my chat's experience. Like I'm hoping they're happy, in a good mood. About a year ago, I think I started to realize that like my job is just to make sure people are having a good time and are like they come in and they feel better than when they left. And the hard part is like sometimes I'm not in a good mood or someone annoys the fuck out of me, then it's really hard to do that. Or they're entertained, like it's interesting to listen to, or they feel better afterwards. So I'm really concerned about that, and that stresses me out a lot. I just want to make sure everyone's happy. And I wish it didn't stress me out so much. Or I wish I wouldn't obsess so much over it. That's a personal thing that I'd like to improve. About my own stream experience, my own chat, my own stream, what I'd like to improve. I would like. I don't know. I'm trying to do it. More stuff like this. I like doing this type of shit. Like, I don't know. Like, I like going to your stream because you're just chatting. You know what I mean? I like listening to people talk. So I think talking for me, focusing more on stuff like that, I think is important. Mixing that in a bit more is important to me. Because I only do this because I like people. Like, I like streaming because I like to engage with people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so focusing more on like a diversifying stuff that I like to do on my stream, that just keeps it refreshing. And then the last thing I'd like to improve on is not getting one guide so much. I love to but I love doing it. Holy shit, I can't help it. If there's a fucking bows on my chat, I can't help it, man. Like I can't help it, dude. I get stun locked. There's a trinket emote in my chat, but I can't help it. Like I want to do it, but I wish I didn't do it so much. Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean? Do what?
One guide. You know what one guide is?
No.
If someone says
You gulag.
if someone says something
Bully
dumb
one
in my
guy?
chat, yeah, I like to just
Time them out.
just shit on them. Like give them a little, pull.
Oh.
I don't know. I can't help it. If someone says something dumb in my chat, like I can't help it.
Hey, I
Sometimes
get
it's
it, dude.
deserved.
I don't. Yeah, I definitely am the same way. It's fun.
Yeah, it's addicting.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'm not sure if it's worth it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like what are you guys
yeah.
on? Someone's saying, what are you guys on about? Literally one guy in my chat. I'm like, I'll categorize. You guys have some
Ban
fun
his
ass shit. Yeah.
Fuck him, dude. Get him out of there.
Yeah. I like banning people
His
too much.
parents are probably going through a divorce. Get him out of here.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh my god, Ellie. Holy shit.
Get him out.
Damn.
Damn, dude.
I mean, like with streaming, you kind of realize that you can't expect everyone to like you. Right? Like that's like the hard to swallow thing. It's like, damn, like you can put yourself out there, but you'll always have people that don't like you.
Dude, I remember when I grew a good bit, it was fucking weird when I had some people like that. Just I never had that before. And I was playing WoW and I used to like be like I never had anyone that like didn't like me like that. But there was like a fuckload of people that I would just all of a sudden I would see like talking shit about me, assuming random things about me. Yeah, dude, it was not. And I was like, what the fuck are these like? There was like people saying that like whatever. I would just read a bunch of fried shit about myself, and it was so weird. It's a weird thing, dude. It's like because I'm like a normal person,
Yeah.
So then you like read all this shit about you, and you're like, what the fuck is this? Like, So
Oh yeah.
that was
Well, like at the same time, like if you find out that people are kind of just talking, they're literally just pulling things out of their ass and talking shit about you, but it also means that you've done something right. That means you've improved. That's how I think.
yeah. I guess they care more. I've learned that too, though. I
Mhm.
definitely will just choose to pick topics on things that I know people will want to talk about more.
Yeah.
Sure.
Wow. Well,
But
True.
it's good.
I don't want to keep you guys. It's 11 o'clock. I don't want to keep you guys longer. I think. What time is it where you're at, Jenny?
It's 2 a.m.
Okay.
Oh my god, it's so late for you.
Yeah.
You have to go to 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
Well, listen. Let me get out of my chair because I was slumping in it. I was getting really cozy, talking about random stuff. Anything else, or everything's fine? Nothing else you guys want to say?
I mean,
No, thank you.
No, I
Thank
mean-
you for
Yeah.
the podcast. Thank you for bringing me
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
really
yeah, yeah.
nice to like get to know other streamers as well, and you're
Yeah,
kind of
sure,
like
yeah.
True.
doing the community a favor by, you know, taking your time and putting people together, because you guys are all
True.
really great, honestly. You guys are really
Oh,
good.
well, thanks.
No, you.
Yeah.
You are.
Oh, no, you.
No,
Well,
you.
But like honestly, yeah, I totally agree with about her. Yeah.
Well, I'm happy to have you
Yeah,
guys on here. I honestly, I just wanted to just chat and get to know you guys a bit better. That's why a lot more of the questions were kind of just geared towards you guys specifically. I just was just curious. I just wanted to know, and I thought it was a perfect opportunity to do that. But also for everyone listening, on YouTube or on Twitch, you can go check out Uoony, BobaJenny, and Elly. Their info will be linked below, and they're a great place to go hang out and just get, if you're like playing Lost Ark, you want people to play with, or you want a chill community to hang out in, or if you're someone that's just like lurking at work and you're burning hours on the job, because I know a lot of you guys love to listen to Twitch while you're at work, even though you should be working. These are people you can go lurk in their chats and just hang out, right? It's a great place. I can't trust it enough. I know if you're on YouTube, you're new to Twitch, it's awesome getting involved in a community like that. There's lots of great people to meet, friends to make, and that's someone that helped me out in my life. So go check them out. All of the info will be down below. Thank you guys so much again for coming on here. I really appreciate you taking the time. And so sorry that I was fucking terrible at scheduling. That was
Don't worry
You
about it.
didn't. You didn't.
It's
You
fine,
didn't.
it's
do
fine.
anything.
it was literally terrible. But it was terrible. But it's
It
okay.
was not even your fault, anyways. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not true. It actually was. But in any case, sorry about that. Thanks for coming on. Everyone on Twitch, say goodbye to the YouTube frogs. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, everyone.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Bye.
Thank you.